So like there's a lot of characters that come from other Star Trek shows, mostly from classic Trek. But if you don't know that and you just watch the show, like that's not that big of a it's not that big of a deal. And you don't feel like, oh, should I have done the homework? I don't understand what's going on. Like it's not that kind of a show. So it is really a good jumping on point, I think, for someone who, you know, is curious, but is like, am I going to be lost if I haven't been following this stuff, you know, since 1966? No, you won't. Like just pay attention to this show and you'll be fine.
Treksploration.
Hello and welcome to Treksploration. I'm Albie.
I'm John.
I'm Steve. I'm here.
Yes, we got the beautiful John Irons and the great Steve Shives with us from WrestleTrek. Wow.
That's right.
So cool to have you on.
Is this a crossover episode?
It might be crossing streams. And with John Irons, Captain Game Show and Anime Podcast, which is awesome.
That means something different.
We are catching everyone up for Star Trek Strange New Worlds Series 4, Season 4. I'm not in England. Season 4 premiere. And this is pretty much everything you need to know to enjoy Season 4 of Strange New Worlds. Of course, it's best if you got time and go back and watch them. But if you've already watched them and kind of foggy about the memories of them and don't want to rewatch them, we're here to talk about it. And we'll also catch you up if you're brand new to Star Trek and want to dive right in because you found out that, well, I can't say that, can I? Okay. We watched episode 1, maybe 2 of season 4.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to avoid spoilers. We're not going to talk about those. We're only talking about right up to season 4. But make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell. So as soon as the episode drops for season 4, episode 1, which I think is pretty cool from what I hear, you'll get notified and you can hear us talk about it. So let's start. Steve.
Yes.
Strange New Worlds. What is your take on Strange New Worlds? I know what I think, but I want to know what you think.
I mean, it's my favorite of the newer shows. You know, it's of sort of this era of Star Trek that began with Discovery. Strange New Worlds is still my favorite show. It has kind of the first season I thought was perfect. I thought it was a perfect season. It was a 10 for 10. It has not maintained that record. Like there have been a few more bumps in the road since then, but overall it's the most likable, the most watchable of all the new Star Trek shows. And I mean, I have not been nearly as negative on the new stuff as certain people on the internet have been, who have made that their whole thing to just hate the new stuff. I mostly liked Discovery, even though I had problems with it. I wasn't a huge fan of Picard, but there were parts of that I did like, you know, and there were concepts in it that I really liked. And I mean, I thought Prodigy was fantastic. I thought the first maybe season and a half of Lower Decks was good. And then it kind of lost me. But Strange New Worlds is like, I feel like that's of all the newer shows, like that's the most that I feel like, oh, that's my show, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, even though I've, you know, had misgivings about some of its more recent productions, not talking about season 4, because we're not going to talk about season 4 specifically, right. but like I had my problems with season 3, but even keeping that in mind, it's still my favorite of the current shows, and it's the one that I'm looking forward to. Yeah,
I agree. I really enjoy Strange New Worlds, and they do always seem to swing for the fences, and they might not hit a home run every time. There's a lot of foul balls, but I think the trade-off's worth it, because when they do hit that home run, it's pretty damn good.
It's a good at bat. It's a quality at bat.
There you go. I'm trying to understand sports metaphors as best as I can. I saw that one episode of Deep Space Nine.
That's literally all you need to know about baseball.
Okay.
It's actually
it pretty well.
It's actually the best explanation I've probably ever seen of the infield fly rule.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part, but
I can explain it to you after we're done if you really care.
I know flywheels. That's different.
It's slightly different. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. John Irons, the beautiful John Irons. Thoughts on Strange New Worlds so far? First 3 seasons.
I am a fan of Strange New Worlds. I won't quite go as far as it being my favorite of the new treks. I think I like Lower Decks better. I thought Lower Decks was consistent throughout. I appreciated Lower Decks, and I actually really, I mean, I don't know if we can compare it since it's only had a season, but I really liked Starfleet Academy.
Same here.
I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah. I
Starfleet
didn't
Academy
mention
was
that one,
great.
but same here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved it.
Um, I I was a fan of Discovery. I think I think Discovery is a mixed bag. Like I did like a lot of it, but it had like a couple of blind spots that were just consistently blind spotty. From season to season. Like and so I'm not there's not any hot takes on my Discovery. Like, we didn't get to know enough of the characters, Burnham. I didn't have uh, stuff that bothered people about Burnham. She's too emotional. Like that was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I it weirdly, I was annoyed that she was kind of always right until like the finale. You find like canonically she is always right. Like it's just like like it's actual. It is canon that whatever choice she makes is the right choice, which
Yeah.
makes it worse, but also better.
It's her timeline.
Like, I mean, I just the balls that it took to just put that in the script. Oh,
Mhm.
whatever you decide is going to be the right thing. Just
Mhm.
you sure? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
okay. Well, I guess there you go. That explains so much.
Yeah.
um,
Oh,
I thought that was hilarious that they decided to go that route. Um, but yeah, Strange New Worlds. Um, I agree. First season was great, and I think the ratio. Yeah, if I'm gonna try to do sports. They're not batting 1,000. They're not.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not.
but
Yeah.
but it's pretty good. The RBIs. That's what I'm talking about. RBIs. The RBIs are pretty good. Like for out of a 10 episode season, I would say probably 7 are
yeah.
6 are good, and a couple are okay, and then maybe there's one, and even a stinker is not a stinker. Like I haven't seen one that's just bad. I've seen the one that was kind of dumb or predictable, or yeah, that didn't really, we didn't need that one, but like none of that would just like made me angry.
I only saw one that made me angry, and I'm sure we'll get to it.
I guess
But
we will. I'm looking
for
forward
any
to hearing which one made you angry.
anyone new to Star Trek is checking out Strange New Worlds. It's basically the setup is, and feel free to jump in, guys. It's before Kirk's Enterprise, so before the original series.
Yeah.
And Captain Pike is in the cage, the original pilot, before the Shatner series started. And that starred Jeffrey Hunter as Captain Pike, and now we have Anson Mount as Captain Pike. And he's a really good Pike, and he won me over. And it just takes place before we see Kirk on the Enterprise. We still have Spock, and we have the crew gathering during the season. I think to where we start on the original series.
Yeah.
So it's a good prequel. Like if you want to start somewhere before the original series, and it kind of scares you because of the plywood sets and the '60s.
Just the 60s. You can just
Yeah, the
The
60s.
60s of it all.
Yeah, the campiness of it.
We're just
Yeah.
afraid of the 60s.
Yeah, this is a good place to start, and I agree about season 1. I love season 1, and it was a little bit like continuing from Discovery episodes because we had seen number 1 Spock and Pike in a few Discovery
season 2
episodes,
of
right?
Discovery,
Should we
yeah.
talk about that a little bit?
Mhm.
How do we introduce our characters?
Well,
to
I
the
mean,
universe?
I was in a way, I was I was a little relieved several years ago when they announced that they were actually gonna do this as a series. Um, I was relieved for a couple of reasons. First, because I did really like these versions of the characters because we did see them in season 2 of Discovery, and especially Pike and Spock, they were in it quite a bit, and you saw a little bit of number 1. She popped up here and there, and then she was in, I think, the last episode of that season a fair bit. So you kinda get introduced to these versions of these, classic Star Trek characters, and I really liked them all, and I thought the actors all did a great job. Um, and when they did that reveal of, like, their version of the Enterprise bridge, I was like, "Oh, that looks great." I really liked a lot of it, and then there was this weird thing where, like, at the end of season 2, Disco did the time jump where they went into the
Mhm.
future. And because they wanted to save like Discovery in the future as like a new thing for the next season, they ended like season 2 with the Enterprise, with the classics. And I was like, this feels weird. It feels like they're ending the season with a completely different set of characters. Like it's not about Discovery anymore. It's about, oh, let's see what Captain Pike's doing. But it's not it's Discovery. So that
Right.
felt weird. But then they said, oh, we're going to give them their own show. And I was like, well, okay, it's a little less weird now. I mean, it still feels like an odd storytelling choice to like end your season on, let's watch these other characters go off on their adventure. But then they got
that's a
their own
hard left
show and it
turn.
was like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if that's the modern day equivalent of like a backdoor pilot episode, but now the way television is,
Kinda.
you need 8 episodes to do it, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's maybe a streaming thing, but like, that's also kind of the Star Trek of it. You get a strike where the spinoff pilot is hot.
Yeah.
Like, get
Oh,
it in,
yeah.
get it in while you can. If there's enough interest, crank a show out, because who knows how long any of it's gonna last.
They might not care about this for very much longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
depending on who's sitting in the CEO's chair.
Yeah.
A year from
Yeah.
now, who knows?
Yeah, for real.
Strike while the dilithium's hot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you know what
Yeah.
you were saying, Albie,
Matter
about-
while the antimatter matters.
Oh, I like that. I like
That's
that.
better. I like
well,
that.
what you were saying a minute ago, Albie, about like where it sort of is situated in the Star Trek universe, like that's the kind of stuff. If you're already a Trekkie, you'll notice that, and hopefully that'll appreciate it, or you'll notice like the little references to stuff. But what I liked about it is, even if you're not really a Star Trek nerd, you can kind of just pick it up and watch it. Like if you have seen other stuff, you'll appreciate more of it, and you'll have more context for it. But, the episodes are mostly standalone, and it does get, one of the things I didn't like so much about season 3 is in season 3, it does get pretty prequel-ish in ways that it really doesn't need to. But when it's not doing that, when it is just being itself and being its own show, like even though there are so many characters in it from other Star Trek shows, like if you think about it, like it's Captain Pike, he's from The Cage, Spock, number 1, Uhura is a regular. Now they've got Scotty
Yeah.
as a regular. It's like there are a lot of characters, and Nurse Chapel, even Dr. Mbenga, even though he was only in a couple episodes, he was still from Classic
Mbenga.
Trek. So like there's a lot of characters that come from other Star Trek shows, mostly from Classic Trek. But if you don't know that, and you just watch the show, like that's not that big of a it's not that big of a deal, and you don't feel like, oh, should I have done the homework? I don't understand what's going on. Like it's not that kind of a show. So it is really a good jumping on point, I think, for someone who is curious, but is like, am I going to be lost if I haven't been following this stuff since 1966? No, you won't. Like just pay attention to this show, and you'll be fine.
And another thing that Stranger Worlds does that Discovery, and this is going to sound like a criticism, and it kind of is, but it's kind of not, because they were trying things. Discovery was trying things, and some of it worked and some of it didn't. But the fact that Stranger Worlds is so episodic, every season of Discovery there was like one long plot. Every episode was just like
That
a
was my
chapter in a
major
book.
problem with it.
Yeah,
None of the other stuff really.
And I'm not going to say necessarily that's good or bad, but it's different. Like it's a different kind of show. And if that's not what you want, especially in a sci-fi and a star, Strange New Worlds is, it is the OG formula. They go to a planet, or they encounter a nebula, or some alien shows up. They do a thing. The thing takes about an hour, and then they fly away. Like they're done. Like
That's
not
a great elevator pitch for it.
Yeah, and the things that carry throughout the course of the season, there might be like some thread that runs through, but the characters progress throughout the season, or the thing that happened to this character in episode 1, they're still kind of dealing with it emotionally or in terms of their relationship in episode 7, which is, but as far as like the plot of that episode, this episode they're doing this thing on that planet, and this character reacts slightly differently because of what's going on, but the plot is the thing on the planet. And I think that is part of why, maybe the main reason why it does have the OG feel. It's like, you know, and I haven't seen the next season, but I expect and hope, because even in the last season, the most recent season, it still kind of did that,
Yeah.
even though there was basically kind of I guess, a two-parter finale, and they kind of sprinkled bits of the main thing throughout the episodes, and it all kind of came together in the at the end of the season. But yeah, the holodeck episode was still the holodeck episode. Like they
Yeah.
still kept it largely contained, and that to me is maybe the one of the greatest benefits, aside from the cast. The cast is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. The writing's awesome too. And that and those things they sprinkle in, like you said, they pay off if you watch all of them. But if you're watching just that episode, it doesn't take you out of it at all. And
Yeah.
you're not like,
Mhm.
why am I lost?
Well,
So,
and I mean
and I think,
that's how TV always used to be anyway. Like if you watched almost any and I mean there were
yeah.
some shows that were like rigidly episodic, where like they,
Mhm.
everything went
Yeah.
back to the status quo and they didn't reference stuff from other episodes. Like I mean, but for like for primetime dramas and stuff, I mean, even
Mhm.
back before the era of like peak TV, back in like the 80s and 90s, when you'd watch like Dynasty or, like some show on, like some primetime, like there would be, there would usually be a scene or two where like, two characters would mention the ongoing thing,
Mhm.
and it wouldn't necessarily tie in directly with the main plot of that episode, but they would just mention the ongoing thing just to remind you that it was happening.
Yeah.
Or if that was your
Are you
first
still
episode.
researching that demon? Yeah, I'm still researching that demon. Okay,
Yeah.
let me know what you find out.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's how it was done. And that's kind of what Strange New Worlds does. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Captain Pike, how are you dealing with your foreknowledge of your terrible future? Oh, I'm not doing too well with it. Okay, well, thanks for checking in. Like and then they get back to, fighting the Gorn or whatever they're doing this week. And that's
Yeah.
just the way it works. When Quantum Leap.
Foreknowledge.
Foreknowledge.
That's, yeah.
Anytime it's mentioned, I got to pop it up.
When Discovery ended, one of the sort of regrets I had was when I had the thought, I really like a lot of these characters, and I wish I had gotten to spend more than 5 stories with them. Because like you said, John, like
Yeah.
every season of
Yeah.
Discovery was one story kind of parceled out into episodes. And so at the end of the series, after 5 seasons, it really feels like we only got to be with those characters for 5 stories. And
Yes.
and with Strange New Worlds, you get 10 stories a season, which I
Yeah.
think is one of the reasons why even at the end of like definitely the first season of Strange New Worlds, and probably even before that, like a few episodes in, I felt like I already knew a lot of those characters better than I knew the characters on Discovery, even though I had spent more time watching the characters on Discovery, because you get to see, if it's an episodic show and you're getting a new story every episode, you get to see the characters reacting to different situations. And that's what really develops a character in a series, not, learning about all their lore and their backstory, but like, okay, so there's a new thing happening. What are they going to do? How do they respond? How do they relate to each other? Do they come together? Do they clash? Are there personality conflicts? Like, and if it's a new story every week, you get more of that, and you start to get a picture of, okay, I feel like I know how Ortegas would respond to this now, even though I know nothing about her biographically. Like, that doesn't matter. I get a feel for what kind of a person she is because I've seen her in different situations.
And also you can see, I was like, that's a weird way for Ortegas to react to that. Why is she acting that way?
Yeah.
And then you get a little backstory of, well, actually, this triggers this thing in me because of this. And then you learn a little bit more about the character.
Yeah.
And it intrigues you, and you want to know more, so you get
Yeah.
hooked.
I definitely like Ortega's more. I never really disliked her. I felt like she was kind of one note. She flies a ship.
See, I never really
Yeah.
minded that.
She was happy to tell you that
Yeah,
she
I
flies
like
a ship.
Yeah.
But I like, especially after last season,
Mhm.
I definitely feel like she's more of like, a more fully rounded character.
Yeah, she gets an episode, and it really stands out, I think, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I don't know if we've ever had this discussion. A lot of the characters are legacy characters. Do you feel do you think of them as different characters from the old series? Like, do you like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
do you think of this Uhura as a different Uhura, even though obviously the same? Yeah.
I would say, I mean, I know for the way I approach it, I know from experience from talking about it with people that the way I approach it is different than the way a lot of other Star Trek fans do. Um, when I'm watching Strange New Worlds, I'm just thinking of them as those characters, and I kind of know intellectually, like, oh, it's the same Spock, you know, but I'm not like aware of that as I'm watching the show. And like if Ethan Peck does something as Spock, or especially, if this version of if Jess Bush's Nurse Chapel does something that
Mhm.
Majel Barrett's wouldn't have done, which is almost all the time because they're completely different characters.
Right.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't bother me. I'm not like, wait, well, that doesn't seem consistent. Like I don't care. I'm like, I know they're the same characters, it's the same story world, but it's a different show and it's made by different people and it's a different, even though it's, broadly speaking, the same style, it is its own style and it's made in this era as opposed to the 60s, and things are going to be different. And I'm completely okay with that. And I like that. That's what I want. I don't want somebody to try and make more episodes of Star Trek as though it was 1966. Like I want them to do their own show.
Well, they did that too.
Well, yeah, but like,
What was that? New Voyages.
Well,
stuff
New
like that?
Voyages and also Star Trek Continues.
Yeah, it continues.
Mhm.
But yeah, so like I'm aware that they're the same character. I mean, Pike is a great example. Like Pike's, Anson Mount's Pike is not, Jeffrey Hunter's Pike. I'm aware that they're the same person, like within the larger fiction of the franchise, but it's not something that I'm like thinking about, as I'm watching it.
Mhm.
And the only thing when Paul Wesley first came in as Kirk, and actually I think now that I think about it, when Ethan Peck started as Spock on Discovery, there was just a little period of adjustment
Mhm.
because the other actors who had played those characters were so like, seared into my brain. Like
Right.
I was like, oh, Kirk is Shatner and Chris Pine. Like that's Kirk. And those are my reference points for Kirk. And when a new guy comes in and he's Kirk and he's not quite doing what either previous guy did, or Ethan Peck as Spock, and it's like, gee, I don't know about this guy, because he's definitely not Leonard Nimoy, but he's not doing what Zachary Quinto did quite either. But eventually I really came to like him, and now I love his Spock. Like I love this version
Yeah,
of Spock.
same.
Um,
Yeah, Ethan Peck's amazing.
but those are really the only times where I was like aware of the original version of the character while I was watching the new one, and I had to just kind of get used to it. But most of the time that's not even a problem. I'm just like, let me see, please show me. Oh, Nurse Chapel has a personality. All right, let's see which. Sweet, she's going to be actually interesting to watch in this show.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm like kind of it's in there, it's in my head, like, oh, it's the same person, but I'm not really thinking about it.
I would agree with you. It's both for me. It's like a right brain, left brain thing. Both of them have different thoughts and opinions, but they agree to enjoy it. And it seems
Yeah.
like it's a like a separate universe, a separate timeline to me, kind of. I think that's how my brain just rationalizes it. Because when I think back of memories of Spock, like I don't think of like bread and circuses when I'm looking at Ethan Peck. I'm just thinking of what
Right.
Ethan Peck has done, and same for Zachary Quinto. And I love all three Spocks and differently, but I enjoy them all. So yeah, I think as long as you let yourself go, which is what I think was the hardest thing to do, but I think we got over that in 2009 or so.
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad that the newer actors have been given their space to do that. I'm glad that, like, they weren't sort of told to be, okay, now go and watch everything Leonard Nimoy ever did and then do it like that. Like, they're
Right.
given the
Yeah.
space to do their own thing,
Yeah.
This is a bit of a tangent, but
That's what we do. Supergirl? Loved it.
no.
I really thought it was
mean-
good. I had no idea what it was about going
Okay.
in,
Well,
so
so-
I
alright,
was really
so-
surprised.
There's a girl, and she is super.
She is
She is
super,
super.
y'all.
She is super.
Yeah.
You will
She-
not
like,
believe
she
how
really-
super
But that's
this
not what I was
girl
gonna
is.
say. Like literally right before I got a mic with you guys, I'm watching the I'm a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. Like, I don't know that I have a fandom that's like I most identify with. If I do, it's probably Avatar: The Last
Yeah.
Airbender. So I'm rewatching, not rewatching. I am watching the new season of the live action on Netflix because season 2 just came out, and we're watching it together. And I guess maybe this kind of like subconsciously inspired the question because they are veering hugely from the cartoon. Like
Mhm.
it's a I don't know. I'm on a tangent on the tangent. I don't know if you guys have watched uh Spider not Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah.
The second
The
one.
second one, yeah.
The second one.
Yeah.
And basically, they go to all these different iterations of Spider-Man or Spider People or spider creatures. So the underlying plot is there are canon events. Like no matter what kind of spider person you are, there are certain things that have to happen.
Right.
That happens to all of you. And the details may be different, but it's the thing that happens. And that's kind of, I think, how I'm viewing, because like there's a shocker, like there's a lot of hate for like the new thing, but like people are hating the Netflix app. Oh, it's the worst thing ever. Oh my God, it was so terrible. I'm like, it's really not. It's really not that bad. If you are beholden to the story that the cartoon told, then yeah, I can imagine. And some of the acting's not great, and some of the scenes aren't great, but overall, like I'm enjoying the remix of it. Like, because there's things that happen. Oh, that didn't happen there. That was in that other city, and these people weren't there when that happened. Like, but I like the Across the Spider-Verse of it. I like seeing
Yeah.
how the characters and the timelines and okay, well they never fought. Why are they fighting? But then they'll say the line that ties it back. Like just like I like the little touches of the canon events, and I guess I like the touches of the canon characterizations the same way.
Yeah.
Like when Spock does the eyebrow, or with if Uhura says a line, or if like I don't know Pike that well.
Well, Pike doesn't
no,
really.
if he beeps,
Yeah,
if he sits
exactly.
in a
Well,
chair,
that's
I
the
don't know.
thing, like, because Pike was only ever in, like, one episode that wasn't even, like, an originally aired episode.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, I mean,
right.
they
He's already
repurposed.
kind of not
Yeah,
canon.
like, I mean, they
canon.
repurposed it for the menagerie for the original series, but, like, I mean, the original version of Pike, there really wasn't a whole lot there, so Anson Mount kind of just invented that character.
Created the
Yeah.
role, yeah.
Mhm.
And
Sorry.
yeah, I did like Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl's great.
So did I.
Spider Noir is good so far.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
I'm 4 episodes in.
I watched it, I think the first
It was
week it came out. I like Spider Noir a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
watching
was
it in black and
good.
white.
I actually did a podcast with my friend Matthew Carroll on the MCU podcast. So we did an
Nice.
episode by episode.
You're watching it black and white or color?
I watched the first one. Like I kind of switched between the two.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I watched color, and I never went back.
See, I
maybe I'll do
watched
black and white later.
I think it was maybe I watched one of them in color just to see what it was like. And it looked great. It was beautiful. But
Yeah.
I watched it.
Mhm.
I watched most of it in black and white. But
Yeah.
Black and white
the
looks good.
color
Like
one was gorgeous.
there's pros and cons. They both look good.
Yeah.
They both work.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. So, in a nutshell, season 1 was basically episodic episodes, kind of getting to know the characters, but more just throw you into it, kind of thing. What do you think season 1 was about? If you had to summarize.
Well,
it?
I mean, both season 1 and I guess season 3 also, like they both had like that little through line of the Gorn threat
Yeah.
that only, which to me is like, I've preached this incessantly on my videos on my YouTube channel. Like to me, that's the way to write a series is, introduce whatever you want the ongoing thing to be, introduce it in the first episode, have it kind of pop up, once or twice, and then you get to the end and you focus on it and you pay it off. And that's kind of what Strange New World season 1 did. And, they sort of have people talking about it early on, but it's not really a focus. And then it becomes the focal point in season 1 of Memento Mori, which I think is still the best episode of the entire series to date.
Can you? Which one is Memento Mori?
That's the one where it's I forget what they call it, but it's like the Memorial Day kind of holiday where they all wear little badges for
Yes.
the ships that people that they know served on and were lost.
Mhm.
And there's like a Gorn attack on the ship, and like the ship is disabled and the crew's kind of separated in different sections. And there's this the moment in it that I always remember is there's a beat where, because I think Uhura and Hemmer are trapped in like a cargo bay or something, and
Hammer,
and they
yeah.
have to
Oof.
do a thing where, like, in order to get out of the situation, they have to like blow the cargo bay, and and there's like sort of tension as to whether or not Uhura and Hemmer got out in time, because like it was like a do
Yeah.
or die kind of thing. It's like, look, you have this much time to get to safety, and then we have to do this or the whole ship is going to explode, right? So Pike
Oh,
has to
right,
give the
yeah.
order, and there's like a tense sort of few seconds where he's not sure if Uhura and Hemmer made it out, and there's this amazing like close up where they hold on Anson Mount as Pike is waiting to hear if his people are okay. And then like, I think Uhura calls in and says, we're okay. And you
Mhm.
feel his relief like through the screen. It's just an amazing moment of acting where he just like completely like relaxes because he's like, oh, they're okay. I don't have to worry about it. It's just amazing. And the whole
Mhm.
episode is great. Like, it's just a really tense, like, it's like a great submarine episode, it's like just an awesome,
Mhm.
tight, classic, like Balance of Terror kind of. Which is
Yeah.
ironic because they redo Balance of Terror in the season finale of season
Right.
1. But like
Yeah.
but Memento Mori really is like, that to me is like the real, the submarine movie where it's like, man, what a great, like, sort of suspense action episode.
I don't think I've rewatched. I probably when the season was happening, I probably watched every episode twice. I think because I think I watched it once and then I watched. Typically, if I could, I'd watch it again. To kind of refresh my memory, to record
Mhm.
about it or take notes or whatever. Um, but yeah, I haven't gone back to watch. If anything, during a season, I might watch an episode more than once, but I haven't gone back to previous seasons and watched anything again. So that
Yeah.
you're kind of inspiring me to
Yeah.
because I really did enjoy season 1 a lot.
Yeah, season 1 is great.
Um,
I mean, season 1
Well,
is
this is the
great.
series too to pop her in, I don't know, for an episode and just watch an episode. You don't have to really
Exactly.
know
Yeah,
or pay
that's true.
attention.
You don't have to
So,
like
I'm
watch
just
the
gonna
entire season. You can just watch one episode.
Yeah, it's not a huge commitment, which is the problem about starting a
To
new
see what
TV
happened
show.
with it, yeah.
Right.
Is there a name for that yet? Like new TV show anxiety? It's like 7 seasons. If I watch this one, do I have to watch all 7 seasons?
Fear of
I mean,
commitment.
Yeah.
I have
Exactly.
that with old shows. I have that with Supernatural. And
Yeah.
I watched I think I probably watched the first 7 seasons of Supernatural.
Oh, wow.
And then like one of the seasons ended in a way that I thought was just so dumb. I couldn't go back. And I was like, I've
I
only
watched
got
the
like 3
first
episodes.
first episode and when they were on Scooby Doo. Those are the things I watched.
I think you would probably like it. Did you I think Supernatural's like it's horror, but it's not like it's more about the adventure, like the hunterness of it than the
Yeah.
scariness of it. Are you how do you like what's something similar that you think you like? Like, well, you're a Buffy fan, right?
Oh, I love Buffy.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's basically Buffy.
Okay, but without the hot
With
chicks,
dudes.
right?
It's the Buffy brothers.
It's Buffy with dudes.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
the problem I had. There was no like
Buffy
woman
with
I could
dudes.
fall in love with.
There's a
Throughout
different
the
woman.
series.
There's lots of women.
Okay,
just-
so it's
they
kind of
just-
like Knight
they just-
Rider. New woman every
Yes.
episode.
Yes. That you know what?
Now
I
there's a
feel
show.
like that is pretty much Supernatural. It is if you
Okay.
merged
There's
Buffy
a car
with
with a
Knight Rider.
computer in
If
it,
you
probably.
merged Buffy with Knight Rider.
I mean, that's
I love that
the-
description.
His car is kind of like a character.
Okay.
Like,
That's fantastic.
I've never thought about it, but yeah, I just cut it, print it. Like there's nothing better.
All right.
Buffy Rider.
I might check it out. I don't know.
Buffy Rider.
Chris has been preaching
That sounds
Supernatural.
bad, but I
It
mean, like,
does. Yeah, I as soon as you said that, a really filthy joke just jumped into my brain. So,
I'm sorry.
It's
about
don't
hearing about
don't apologize
So,
to
like,
me.
in fact, I love Buffy so much that like the type of TV that we're talking about, where like every episode is its own episode, but there was a season on the
Yeah.
arc. That like to me, that is the Buffy method. I'm sure it didn't originate it, but like
No, Buffy was
to
great
me,
at that. Yeah.
when I think of that, the prime example of that is Buffy.
Yeah.
Like I use Buffy as the litmus test.
Yeah, Buffy's
do it as well as
Buffy
Buffy
was
is.
great at that.
I just rewatched Smile Time, is it called?
Oh, the puppet episode of Angel.
Yeah,
what a great
because I'm getting ready
episode.
for the new season. There's a puppet episode.
What a great episode. I love that episode of Angel.
Yeah.
Smile Time is such a great episode.
Smile Time.
Yeah, so Serenity was excited to watch that too, and we enjoyed it.
You're a little puppet man.
Yeah. For some reason, I remembered Spike being a puppet. But he
no,
wasn't.
Spike never got puppeted. No.
I wonder if they just, like, did they make that or something somewhere? Like, I know they
like a
released
fan
puppets.
thing.
Yeah, like a fan thing get presented into
Probably
it
not
at like a
fan
con
That's
or
probably
something.
where I saw it. All right, so that's our general feelings and thoughts. And when we get back, we're gonna like quickly go through season 1 and 2 and say like what happened in one line or two, and then season 3 we're gonna go through each episode and let you know what you need to know for season 4 and beyond. We have season 4 and season 5 before it calls it quits on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. So we'll be right back with the beautiful John Irons and Steve Shives. And we're back. Welcome back. We are talking Star Trek Strange New Worlds with the beautiful John Irons and Steve Shives. And a little bit of Spider-Man thrown in there, right? And Supergirl, too. Love Supergirl.
As long
it was
as it
like
starts
Star
with S.
Wars almost, right?
Yeah.
Yes, things
Yeah,
start with S.
As long as it starts with S and it's vaguely sci-fi-ish, we'll talk about it tonight.
Stargate. Yeah, let's talk about Stargate. It got canceled, but there's over 100,000 names on the petition, so fingers crossed.
Oh, and also,
I happen to know.
didn't like the original
Shazam. Do you guys like that movie? Shazam? Was it good?
Shazam. There's an
I
S.
enjoyed it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I enjoyed it.
It's pretty good. Actually,
It's fun.
I did like it. I liked the sequel better than I thought I would.
The sequel was one of those movies where, like, when I saw that, like, everybody hated it, I was like, seriously? Like, it wasn't that bad.
Everybody hates everything now.
Like,
I don't understand it.
I didn't. It wasn't like Citizen Kane, but I was fine with it.
No.
Like, it's yeah.
I think it was maybe slightly worse than the first one, but if you saw the first one, you should know what you should expect for the second one, and it was basically that.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
it. It was
both.
fine. It was fine.
I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've seen the preview and the poster and you go and watch it and you hate it, then you didn't pay attention.
Why were there so many jokes? Why couldn't they be serious? Okay, you're at the wrong movie.
He was flying out. He was like a kid the whole time.
I love when they're
so immature.
Their problem is like the premise of the thing, and you're like, just don't watch it. Like,
Sequest was good.
There's magic.
It's like going to see a Western and complaining about all the horses. Like, don't just watch something else, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ooh, did you see the preview for this season? There's horses coming up in season 4.
Horses.
And horses. Sure. I'm hoping like for a Firefly episode.
I don't watch previews.
Something like that.
But thanks for spoiling the horse aspect.
Oh, now I know there's horses in it. God.
Well, if you got Pike, you probably got horses
watch
somewhere in there. Right?
Why even watch it now?
Why even watch? They're going to be shoeing.
They know. I know that there's
saddles, maybe some feed bags.
You know what I want to see? I want to see them riding horses, and then somebody shuts off the gravity, and the horses just kind of.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The horse is just like freaking out.
Horses in space. Horses in space.
Mike is good. He's like, I know. We got to get up to the ship. It's cool. The horse is not cool with it.
The horse is not cool with it. We did not talk about
they like
this,
their
man.
gravity.
You promised.
Oh, and the horses are all wearing bad wigs because of the wire work for the episode.
They can't beam him up, so he gets tractored up, and the horse is like still running. They need to just write an episode around that scene.
I like it.
That's hilarious.
It's not the first time they've done it. Let's be honest.
That is the most spooked I have ever seen a horse. They do not like being tractor beamed up to a spaceship.
And they're freaking out trying to run away, but they can't.
They can't run away. They got traction.
What is going on?
They got too much traction. I don't know how you.
And because of the way they run, they're just sending themselves in circles.
Yeah, they're just rotating.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you got to rotate the horses. So fingers crossed for season 4.
They would have to have a no animals were harmed disclaimer at the end, just to put everybody's minds at rest. Like
now, when we
CG
get to the
horses,
first episode,
probably.
If that doesn't happen, I'm going to be disappointed. I've worked myself into it. I've worked myself
exactly.
They just ride him around on the ground like anybody else. Like, what's the point of that?
What science fiction? Why are you just riding horses and not doing?
I'm hoping it's like the Doctor Who with the dinosaurs and like they're just riding horses in the corridors or something.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I would love that.
Unless you just give Pike a horse on the ship and like nobody even remarks on it. Like he's just trotting down the hallway in a horse and everybody's just like, Captain?
Well,
nobody even says anything.
Trying to remember. So they've got the holodeck, right? They've established they have.
They tested it. They don't have it like as a
Oh,
well, but he's got a fireplace and he's got a whole like loft, and he could have a stable on there.
Yeah, that would be so funny if it like they just casually reveal that Pike's had like a full size horse stable on the ship the entire time.
Yeah,
that would be.
And all the ensigns are like quadrupling up in their quarters because of it.
Who keeps replicating hay? Damn it! Who replicated 2 bales of hay?
That's funny.
He's running the batteries
Have
down.
Have they ever established? Do they have like? I mean, I would imagine they would have to be like widespread, just like robotic or cybernetic, just pet animals, right?
I don't know.
Like I think every now and then they'll have a character who has something like that, but like
Archer had a dog,
right? But like their pets are like actual animals. Like you would think that there would be more fake.
Yeah,
pets,
like
I like robot dogs.
Yeah, robot dogs. Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah, why wouldn't there be? There should be.
I would love a dog that didn't poop or eat. That would be great. Like all the good stuff. And
I have 4 Icybes, but I want an Ibo really bad. They made a strawberry milk edition of an Ibo.
I don't understand either word.
What are these words?
It's a Sony Robot dog. It's a Sony Robot dog, but it's pink.
Okay, I know. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, they're amazing. I want one, but they're way too much money. They're like $6,000, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, but they
you can
look
get a
and
dog
act like
from
a
the
dog.
shelter for like $100.
Yeah, they'll get.
Yeah, that's the
they'll
thing.
give
right?
you a real dog. Like they don't take it please.
At that price. Yeah. And they're
that
so much more
realistic
realistic to real dogs.
That will love you with a heart. That is a real living thing.
Well, you can program love now, I think.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you're replicating stuff, if you're like just fabricating, I get like, yeah, there's an AI issue. You don't want like to make the data. Sure, fine.
Yeah, right.
Androids, fine. But a pet? Why not a pet? I mean,
That is
Roomba's
weird
basically
that
a
we don't
pet.
have robot pets,
surely
robot
we
pets.
can make a dog that's smart enough, right? Like,
Yeah.
Maybe
It
Porthos
wags its tail when it
was.
sees you, it licks you, and it sits in your lap. That's all you need.
see, that should have been an Enterprise plot. You know, the old sitcom plot where like somebody loses somebody's dog, or like somebody's like dog sitting and the dog dies or something. And like, so the rest of that happens to Porthos while Archer is away, and the rest of the crew is like scrambling to make a convincing robot dog before he gets back.
Caught in a. He's caught in a buffer. Like they can't quite get the signal, and they're like, and so it's a ticking time clock before Archer gets back. Can they reconstitute his dog?
Man,
before he figures out
if this dog isn't okay when he gets back, we are all fired.
Yes,
so done. He loves his dog more than any of you. I can't stress this enough.
He will crash this ship on purpose.
Yeah, wasn't that an episode they had to like keep him alive in some kind of growth fluid or something? It was weird.
There was there was like a Porthos gets sick episode.
Yeah, it was scary, but he made it, so that's good. Ever since I think in the 70s, they had a robot dog movie that I watched, and ever since then, I always wanted a robot dog. It was like Benji, but he was a robot. I have no idea what it was.
They should have just called.
Do you actually
season
say
one.
robot like robot, or are you just saying that
Robot?
for a fact?
Robot. It's a Matt Myra thing I picked up.
Well, and also that's how Rod Serling said it.
Yeah,
that's
I think
like,
that's what he was making fun of.
This is a
I
robot.
got it from. Yeah, robot. And who else says that? On
Bugs Bunny, I
Futurama.
believe, on the rare occasion that he says it.
Who?
Bugs Bunny.
Does he?
If memory serves. If I could be wrong. Wrong.
Sounds like how Bugs.
Season 1, Episode 1, Strange New Worlds. The whole series starts out from the perspective of non-humans, but we don't know it.
Yes, that's right.
That's a good opening. I like that.
I like how they really racked their brains for a title for the first episode. What should we call the first episode of Strange New Worlds? How about Strange New Worlds?
Yeah, it is a little confusing.
It's fine. I think I kind of like it, but I thought it was a really good first episode. You get to see the captain give a big speech at the end, which is like a classic Star Trek thing, and it's and it also made reference to what were then current events, because certain people got their undies in a twist because there was January 6th footage in the montage that Pike shows the aliens to show them like, hey, we used to be really messed up on Earth. Look at all the horrible stuff we did, but we got over it. and, you know.
Yeah. Turns out they were just taking a sightseeing tour.
Oh, they were completely innocent. There was
It looked different to me.
It wasn't violent at all. I
No.
totally had the wrong impression of it,
Yeah, I got the wrong impression. I guess camera angles.
Everything was fine. They didn't break into anything.
No. Children of the Comet.
Yeah. You know it's going to be.
You gotta. I'm never.
While
I'm
on a
never-
survey mission,
yeah.
the USS Enterprise discovers a comet going to strike an inhabited planet. While trying to unlock the comet's secrets, Pike and Number One deal with something. ...
Pike and Number One deal with something.
I think that's where the aliens thought the comet was like a.
They thought it was a
godlike entity,
and they didn't want the Enterprise. The Enterprise was going to move the comet so that it didn't hit this planet and kill everybody on the planet. And these other aliens were like, "You can't mess with our comet. Our comet is our god, and you can't change the way it goes." So, yeah.
It was interesting. It was like another Prime Directive kind of thing, maybe.
Star Trek episodes with comets are almost always great. That's the rule.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Ghosts of Illyria. I think that's the one where they go to this planet and like there's bad weather and they're trapped and there's kind of ghosts.
Yep. That's my recall as well.
Yeah, and it was cool. It was actiony and mystery kind of. Memento Mori. We already talked about that. Steve Shives' favorite episode, right?
Yep, that's my favorite episode of Strange New Worlds. Yep.
Spock-a-mock. I think that's the one where hijinks ensue, right?
That's the body swap, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Like the classic 1940s comedy
with
romance.
Spock and his fiance. Yeah.
Lift Us Where Suffering Cannot Reach.
Another great
That one I
episode.
don't remember by the title.
That's the Ursula Le Guin riff where it's like The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas, where it's like a society that it's revealed at the end that the entire society runs on like the suffering of a single child.
Oh, yes.
And,
that was a really good one.
And Captain Pike is like, that's kind of messed up. Great episode.
Yeah, good one.
I'm gonna go back and give a little more a little more praise to the shenanigans of Spock-a-mock.
Yeah,
because that could have been
such
dumb.
a great episode.
That could have been really bad, but they did it like they threaded that needle perfectly of it being characters who truly hate being silly having to be silly.
Yes,
and it worked. It worked great.
Well, and just doing a silly
perfect.
episode is what I appreciated. Like they did that, and I was like, oh, this show is going to be silly. They're not going to try to make everything super duper serious because that's always been part of Star Trek too. There have always been goofy episodes, and like a lot of the modern stuff kind of wants to be like, no, it's got to be serious and cinematic. It's like, okay, yeah, do that, but like, do a goofy one every once in a while too. Okay,
it's in the DNA. It should be there.
Yeah. Is it T'Pring? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and her and Spock together when hijinks ensue is the best, and they pretty much I think do that once a season. Hopefully we get another one.
Yeah, I really hope we get another wacky Spock episode this upcoming season because I do like the wacky Spock.
It's like
episode.
tradition.
Yeah,
and I enjoy it. The Serene Squall. No idea.
That's the one where the ship gets taken over by pirates.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think part of the crew is captured by pirates, and then there's like there's a shocking twist where like some of the people on the ship that you don't think are pirates are actually pirates, and they take over the Enterprise.
And there's a green lady, I think,
and
right?
there's some very cool, very low key, like trans non-binary representation because I mean because like the main villain is a trans character played by a trans actor and the character identifies as with they them pronouns, and there's a really cool moment at the end where after everything has been fixed and the day has been saved, where Pike is on the bridge in the chair and he's doing like a really bad pirate voice. But he refers to the villain and he just casually refers to them as them. Yeah. He says, next time if they try that again, we should make them walk the plank. And I'm like, it's a dumb joke, but also he's getting the pronouns right. Like, I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
They were very beautiful, and I didn't know about the real life until I looked them up and did some research, became a fan.
Yes.
So, yeah,
yes,
good casting again. The Elysian Kingdom. Is this the one where they're like
I think
medieval
that's the storybook
times?
That's the storybook with Mbenga's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah,
which was
heartbreaking
another
and fun at the same
storyline
time.
that carried through the
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All Those Who Wonder.
That's Hemmer's swan song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too soon, gone too soon.
Yeah.
Didn't they say they were going to bring him back, the actor back? But I don't remember
Didn't
that
they bring
happening.
him back for like one scene in season
they?
2 with like Uhura had like
Okay.
a flashback of him or a vision of him? or
That
Oh,
something?
yes.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. And the ending that season 1, episode 10, A Quality of Mercy.
Yes. Which was what I mentioned earlier, the sort of the restaging of the Balance of Terror from classic Trek, only with Captain
Right.
Pike as still being the captain of the Enterprise. It was because like it's Pike from the future comes back to visit Pike from Strange
Monster
New Worlds.
Maroon Pike.
Monster Maroon Pike.
Yes, that was great.
And he basically says, hey, if you're thinking of trying to change your future where you don't end up in the beep chair, let me tell you, it's all going to suck.
I think he actually did say beep
like
chair.
everything,
Yeah.
everything is going to suck and you're going to ruin the whole universe. So just don't do that.
Yeah.
This is
Just-
like
just
the
roll
little
with it.
experience to convince him of that. Yeah.
And I think they needed that episode just so people stopped wondering why he doesn't try to change his fate.
I guess. I mean, I think the part of the problem is people really, really love this version of Pike. And so
Yes,
do
me
I.
too.
Like, I love him.
Yeah.
But because of that, some people are very soft-hearted and they're like, oh, he shouldn't end up in the beep chair. And I'm like, yeah, but that's part of what makes him such a great
He's
character.
Definitely going to.
Yeah. Like it would be such a cheat if they were like, gotcha, he's going to escape. Like, no, that
canon event.
Yeah.
that ruins it. Exactly. Yeah, it's
Sorry.
like, and like
Yeah.
the
Sorry,
whole
Uncle Ben's gotta die. Sorry.
the
Yeah,
whole
Canon
it
event.
would take us away from us.
the whole genius of the kid, like when they, because they did that episode of season 2 of Discovery where he finds out, and I'm like, that's such a great way to like bring it in, because again, if you're like a diehard Trekkie, you know, like, oh, this is the guy who ends up in the beep chair. But you know, it's just kind of like a trivia thing. It's like, oh, you know, whatever, it's not going to happen for a while. But then they actually have him find out about it, so he knows that's in his own future, and he chooses it. Like, he has to grab the time crystal thingy for the mission to be successful. And the Klingons are like, no, if you take this crystal, you seal your fate. And he's like, well, this is what I have to do. And he does it. And it's like just the most heroic, like self-sacrificing thing. And now it's like, oh, but people really like him. Let's have him not. No, what are you talking about? So, but I think they had to do that to be like, no, look, this is going to happen. Okay. Like, he's definitely ending up in the chair.
We're gonna hold your hand. We're gonna walk you through it, but it's definitely
going to
happen.
happen.
Yeah. And it would feel so cheap if they took it away from us, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
And I like that. I think it was the first episode actually of this. Like he's dealing with it.
Yeah.
Like and every now and then, and like there'll be a few episodes, and then every now and then, like he meets like some of the cadets who are going to die.
Yes.
And he kind of not wavers, but like it affects him, because
Yeah.
it should.
It
And
would,
that's,
yeah.
again, it would. Like, I get that I'm sacrificing myself, but I'm basically sacrificing these people too. Like, can I not save them? And he's
Right.
like, no. Like it's
That's part of what happens. Yeah, that's part of what happens.
It's a
Yeah.
perfect setup.
Yeah.
It totally
for
sucks.
storytelling.
Totally sucks.
It sucks.
But so
Nobody
they-
said it's
so they
not
get-
going to suck.
It's gonna suck a lot.
But in the meantime, they get to sing and dance.
They keep to that stays a part of his reality.
Yeah.
He doesn't mention it every week, but it's also not like it's this thing happened and it's never mentioned again.
Right.
Like it's again, the perfect mix of continuity but also like amnesia.
Yeah. Spock finds out about that too, I think, in that episode, doesn't he?
I think so.
Somewhere he
I
does.
think he
Yeah.
finds out about it. 'Cause
I
I think so.
I don't remember who all finds out when. I think Mbenga finds out pretty soon.
Yeah, he tells number one about
obviously
it
his-
relatively early.
Number one finds out, obviously his girlfriend knows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would be
Yeah.
And I
weird
think
not to tell his girlfriend. By the
I got some good
way,
news, I got some bad news.
if this ends up getting serious, there is something you should know.
And she's like, "Well, I got something to tell you too."
She's like, "It's not going to be an issue. Trust me." Well, I guess she didn't know yet, but
I saw my future, and
don't
it's
worry,
not so great either.
I know it's not a competition, but just saying.
Season 2, episode 1, The Broken Circle. What's this one about? How did season 2 start?
This is the Klingon one.
Yeah,
Where
Lan Noonien Sung.
Yeah, where Pike is away because Pike. Because remember, at the end of season 1, number 1 gets arrested because she's secretly genetically engineered. And so in episode 1 of season 2, Pike is mostly not in the episode because he has left to go get her a lawyer.
Oh, the lawyer, and he's got like the air mask on and stuff.
But that's in
breathe.
episode 2. Episode 1 is like the rest of the crew takes the Enterprise. I can't remember the specific details, but they have to go to like a Klingon colony to do something.
Klingons.
Klingons.
I'm sure there's purple blood in honor. Yeah.
Sure.
Episode 2 of season 2, Ad Astra per Aspera.
Yes, another series highlight, I think. Another series highlight.
That was a good one.
Really good episode.
Courtroom drama, right?
Yeah.
Their version of Measure of a Man, kind of.
Very much. Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done very well, I think.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite episodes of the show. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely one to watch if you're just going to hop around. And I think my favorite of season 2, mostly Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
What a great episode. I agree. I really love
that one.
Episode.
Is what?
That's the one where
the La'an
goes back in time, right?
La'an and an alternate universe version of Kirk go back in time to like the whatever the contemporary year was.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good episode.
They went back to Canada in the 21st century.
Yes. And I like there's that joke where like doesn't Kirk say, "Is this New York?"
Yeah.
And La'an is like, "It's Toronto. Not every city is New York."
Is New York. Yeah.
Which is such a great like inside joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny. The romance in it was amazing. The heartbreak.
Yeah.
And it was great. The time travel, the humor, the action.
It's a really good episode.
The whole universe altering of it all because of the whole Khan and the augments and things.
Mm-hmm.
So, very cool. So that's one to definitely watch if you want to jump in on the City of the Edge of Forever type episode, maybe. Season 2, episode 4, Among the Lotus Eaters. Is that the one where they lose their memory?
Yeah.
And they're on a planet?
And it's like that guy who was like a member of Pike's crew a few years ago who he thought was lost, but then he's like set himself up as like a warlord on this planet. Yeah.
That was a good one too.
Yeah.
This one had kind of echoes for me like the original series. Like it would fit in an original series easily.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The humans setting themselves up as like a god on a primitive planet. That's like a classic Star Trek thing.
That happened a few times. Yeah. Season 2, episode 5, Charades. What's that one? Spock's Vulcan DNA.
That's when Spock becomes human,
removed,
right?
So he becomes human?
Yeah, that's when Spock becomes human. Yeah.
And hijinks might ensue
hijinks ensue because isn't it like T'Pring's parents are coming over for dinner? Like it's such a great.
They have to have tea or something.
It's like such an amazing sitcom plot. It's like Spock has been turned human at the worst possible time. His future in-laws, who are super racist Vulcans, are coming over for dinner. It's so great.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's a good one. Funny, enjoyable. Just great situational comedy.
Yeah.
And then the next one, Bill Murray's in, I think. Season 2, episode 6, Lost in Translation.
Boy, don't I wish.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Great movie.
Padme Amidala, maybe.
Great movie.
Yeah, I loved it. What's the movie? What's the episode about,
what is the refresh my
memory?
memory?
Uhura seems to be the only one who can hear a strange sound.
Okay, yes. I remember this one. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember this one as well as some of the other ones, but now that it's an Uhura episode. Yeah.
Terrifying hallucinations. Is this where we get Hemmer back?
Maybe yeah. Because it's kind of like, it's like a ghost or a zombie version of Hemmer or something, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Is this the one where she also flashed back to her backstory and you see her in Africa? Am I remembering this right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Find out more about her family and
somewhere,
how she lost them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A great episode if you like crossovers and comedy. Season 2, episode 7. If you're a fan of Lower Decks, this one should be for you. Those Old Scientists.
Yes. Or in my case, even if you're not a fan of Lower Decks, because I love this episode.
Yes.
This is a great episode.
I'm a huge mark for Lower Decks. I love everything they give me.
Yeah. That's I won't say it's my favorite episode. I think it may be my favorite comedic episode. It's definitely top 3. I really like this episode.
Tawny Newsome.
Hilarious. And Jack Quaid.
Yeah, great. And he's here in
Boimler.
real life. And Jack Quaid in real life.
What's so cool, again, to me, as someone who by this point had kind of gotten over Lower Decks and wasn't really, I was watching it, but more out of just obligation than because I was really enjoying it. But it's amazing what a difference seeing them in live action makes. Because when Boimler and Mariner are in live action and they're interacting with other, and they can be funny, they can be like physically funny, not just, giving a vocal performance. There's so much more subtlety that they can do. And they have their little moments with each other where they do their little smart ass asides. And there's like I think there's like a scene where they're going over what the plan is to get them back to their own time, and Spock kind of concurs with something that Mariner says, and Mariner turns to Boimler and says, "Hot Spock agrees with me," and it's just, it's just,
like that.
It's such a great episode.
It was a perfect mashup done so well.
I think it was number 1. Or somebody leans like, "Why are they talking so fast?"
Yeah.
I was like, they just talk fast on the show. Sorry.
They're just calling everything out, making it funny. It was great. And of course, Jack Quaid is the son of my favorite actress. So
Melanie Griffith.
Season 2. Yes. No, the other one.
No, the other
one.
Meg
Ryan.
Meg Ryan. That's right, Meg Ryan. Melanie Griffith was Don Johnson.
Yes. Yeah. So that's 50 Shades of Grey.
So that's okay. Yes, because it's Dakota Johnson.
So maybe we see those two in a movie together. That'd be great.
I get the Hollywood
2,
Nepo babies confused.
Yeah. Season 2, episode 8, Under the Cloak of War.
Ooh.
A Klingon defector aboard the Enterprise.
That was a good one. I should probably just stop saying that. Most of them are
Captain
good
Pike and his crew welcome a Klingon defector aboard the Enterprise. Oh, this is the one with murder.
It's the Dr. Mbenga's a killer, baby.
Yes, the Mbenga. Yeah.
Tour de force. And also, this is the one that impressed me because the flashbacks to Mbenga and Chapel's war service are flashbacks to the Klingon War that was depicted in season 1 of Discovery. And this one episode makes that war feel so much more real and so much more important than that entire season of Discovery did. Because, like, my thing about the Klingon War in Discovery season 1 was, like, they keep saying they're at war, but are they? Like, it really doesn't feel like the war is that big of a deal. And then in this one episode of Strange New Worlds, it's like, oh, now it feels like a big deal.
We keep talking about, we're comparing it to like, it's very, very classic Trek. It's very classic Trek. Yeah. But my favorite series is, again, I haven't seen every episode. I haven't seen most of Enterprise, but like my favorite series is DS9. And this was a very DS9
definitely
episode.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It fits in there. I think one of the reasons it is so DS9 is it's like, okay, here's a character you love. Okay, now they're a murderer. And at the end, the end, you still love them.
Exactly.
And it's very confusing.
Deep Space Nine did that multiple times. They're like, oh, you like Major Kira? You like Major Kira, huh? Well, she's a murderer. Yeah. What do you think of her now?
Super duper terrorist.
I'm like, I'm still totally on her side. I'm glad she murdered that guy.
Exactly.
What do you think now?
I still love Mbenga. I still love Mbenga.
Sometimes
it's one of those things.
You got
one of those things like, murder, but how much murder? You know,
it was war. He was a soldier. Okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But do they deserve it, though, is the main thing with the murder.
Yeah.
I would have killed that guy. I would have
basically asking for it.
Klingon guy comes into his sick bay and starts messing with him. I would have killed him, too. He had it coming. He should have kept his mouth shut.
Supergirl, great example of that.
Yes.
He was literally asking for it.
He was literally asking for it.
He literally asking for it.
What was I supposed to do? Not kill him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was hoping they wouldn't not.
I'm glad he killed him, and I hope he kills more people. That's what I think.
Captain is like your supervisor at work when you're like stealing the company part. Just don't tell me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not asking. You're not telling. Let's just both walk away from this room.
If I don't
and
know
things can
about
continue
if I don't know
just
about the
fine.
people you killed, it doesn't have to go any further. Just don't tell me about the people you kill, okay?
Yeah.
and the murder was in such a
Just to
way.
say,
I think they
hypothetically,
filmed it.
maybe don't make a habit of it.
They
Exactly.
filmed it in silhouette, as I remember.
Yeah.
So there's still like that 0.5% of doubt of
Right. You don't
happened.
actually see him like stab the guy,
Right.
but it's
Yeah,
like
or just staring in his eyes and slitting his
he
throat.
totally stabbed
I would
that
say
guy.
I would say most of our up to this point, most of our views have been spoiler free. Spoiler. He
Spoiler.
did it.
Spoiler, Dr. Mbenga murdered a guy.
He
But
killed that
he
guy.
had it coming.
He really
And-
did.
But he's a lovable murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
Like think of like the worst things a person could do, and he kind of did him. He kind of did all of
Yeah.
that. So
I'll hang out with the guy. I just won't cross him.
I'd
That's
still-
all.
you'd have killed him too.
I'd still let him be
If
my
had you-
doctor. Am I going to get?
And,
It's hard to find a good doctor. I'm going to switch doctors
got
because
that
I
It
find
is,
out he
it is,
killed
especially
somebody.
one that'll take my insurance, which is
Yeah.
none.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Dr. Mbenga will.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, they don't care
Like,
about
what
money.
is insurance? Like, oh man, let me
He's,
tell you.
you're from the 21st century. Holy sh-
So
it's
there's
the
this one
dumbest-
little section of the planet where if you got sick, you're
Oh, surely they were very poor. Actually, weirdly, it was the richest part
I was
of
just
the
going
planet.
to
They
say,
just
Yeah.
that's the
not to help
crazy part.
people.
It was the richest part of the planet. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Oh, this must be America. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've read the history.
Yep.
I've read the history.
We've heard of that. We read about that in
Oh
history.
yeah,
Oh
you
my
guys,
God,
you
you
guys were majorly.
I'm hoping they fix it before I expire.
Yeah.
The next episode was the one I was most excited for when I heard about it for season 2. It's the reason on my bedroom I have the hotel number 209. Season 2, episode 9, Subspace Rhapsody. The
Yes,
musical.
The musical at long last.
What is Hotel 209?
Oh, it's just it's the number of the
'Cause
episode.
it's episode
Season
209,
2, episode
yeah.
9. So I put
Oh.
209 on there as like a little Easter egg. A real life Easter egg.
in-
like
in
people
your
are paying
house.
attention.
Wow.
In my house.
So,
I'm silly.
When people come to visit, they're like, "What's the episode? Oh, have you seen Subspace Rhapsody?"
Exactly.
We have to watch
Then
it
I pull
now.
out that vinyl album.
That's the deepest of deep cuts. That's so.
Yes.
That's so Albie.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Hey, if Spider-Man, they can put comic book numbers on license plates. I can put a number
That's
on my door.
I could put one in
I'm
my
not-
house.
I'm like a
I'm not saying
Spider-Man
you
movie,
can't.
right? Yeah. So the musical, I don't think it was done as well as it could have been, but I still loved it and enjoyed it, and it was great fun.
Again, I've got to cite Buffy for the
Yeah,
premiere.
Once More with
How do-
Feeling.
how do
That
you
was
do it?
perfect.
Clear
How do you
inspiration.
Once
do a
More with Feeling was
musical?
perfect.
You make the musical integral to the plot, not
Yeah.
just Xena, where you just decide you want to do a musical and it's just a musical.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason enough for people to be singing. They don't particularly want to be singing, and the songs, much like in a Disney musical, actually they advance the story.
Yeah.
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 They did it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My only minor quibble is that the songs sound too much alike sometimes. It feels like
Agreed.
they wrote them all like over a weekend in a hurry, and there's not a lot of differentiation between
That's
the
my
songs.
major critique. I don't
Which-
think they took
yeah.
enough time to write the songs.
Which wasn't really a
Same.
problem with the Buffy musical episode. The songs
No,
were all fairly unique, and
because the creator and showrunner wrote it.
right.
So
But that's a
Yeah,
minor quibble. Like I really like Subspace Rhapsody a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the songs could have been more connected, I think, to the series.
Yeah, the first
But other
first
than that,
song
great.
was probably my favorite, and it's great. Like I listened like a couple of weeks ago. I think I just listened to that song.
Is that the Ethan Peck one?
It was
That's
like,
everybody. That's the,
all systems
Everybody?
stable.
Yeah.
It was like the when they
All
first
systems
hit.
stable.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
systems stable.
When it first hits, and they're like, "What is happening?"
what is going on? I
Yeah.
hope this doesn't last.
They're all singing
Yeah.
involuntarily.
Yeah.
in
As-
harmony.
As someone who really loves musicals, I think they were doing different genres of songs from different musicals that are like classic types of music that you'd hear in a musical.
Yeah.
And I think at best they watched the series through once, but it was more like, we'll just put some Star Trek-y stuff in. I don't know.
Oh, and
But
the
like-
first song.
All of them actually. but like Once More with Feeling, that was They had all these storylines, and they all
That's true,
culminated in all the songs.
they were like
and there was
paying
so much
stuff off
emotion
from like
built
season-long
in.
storylines in some of those songs, which was really.
And people were keeping secrets, and the songs wouldn't let them keep the secrets.
Yes,
that was great.
And it could have been bunnies. We don't know.
It's probably bunnies.
Probably bunnies. And of course, the one where we got the song, "If the Gorn attack and make your egg sacs, hegemony."
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 10, hegemony. I think we got the Gorn
again. Oh, those darn Gorn! They're back.
Yeah.
Why won't they leave us alone?
I remember that failed 50s sitcom. That darn Gorn.
That darn Gorn.
That darn
He's all black
Gorn.
and white, and he keeps showing up at the door, like trying to sell them, like.
He's spitting on the neighbors and making egg sacs of them again.
Well, there was
darn.
There was that infamous
Gorn.
episode of All in the Family where a Gorn family moves into the Jeffersons' old house next door, and Archie, geez, they got some lizard people over there. Did you see this
neighborhood? Oh, Archie, they're just trying to live.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah, you think
They
they're
keep
trying to when they
making me
lay
an
their
egg
eggs
sac.
in you there, Edith? Is that how they're trying to live? Is that what you want? You want them to come in and lay
telling me
eggs in
you
your
can't
little
smell that.
grandson's chest?
They're green. Their eyes only blink sometimes. I don't trust them.
I invited one over for dinner. You meathead. Give the dinner.
You what?
And then he uses the C
Not
word,
in my
crocodile. he calls them crocodiles, and everybody's
Gorn's out of the
offended.
chair. The Gorn's sitting in my chair.
I just don't think he'd be
hegemony.
comfortable with that tail there.
Hegemony is this the two-parter, the Best of Both Worlds Part 1 kind of thing?
Yeah,
Hegemony?
where there's like the cliffhanger where like half the crew gets captured by Gorn and Pike's
Yes.
girlfriend is
Good
dying,
cliffhanger.
and yeah,
Yeah.
Captain.
So then we pick that up
The introduction
in
of
Hegemony
Scotty.
Part 2.
Yeah, introduction of Scotty.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm loving Scotty. I still need subtitles, but I'm loving Scotty. Season 3, Episode 1, Hegemony Part 2.
Yes.
This is where they solve the cliffhanger.
This is where,
and it's like 5 or 6 years later in real time, right? Something like that.
Yeah, there were a couple of years between seasons, but Pike is still standing on the
August
bridge.
10th,
Like, what do we do?
2023 to July 17th, 2025.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it was
I
a
remember that.
big, I guess they had pandemics and different things.
Well, I think part of it was the writer's strike. I think that
Writer's
was the
strike,
delay
director's strike,
for
that kind of
this
stuff.
one. Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
one. Okay. But other than the hair being different 2 years later, they did pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's a tradition, right?
Well,
The
and I mean,
two-parters.
in my experience and in my opinion, part 2s are usually letdowns compared to part 1 because part 1 is like the build up and you want to push the audience to the brink of like suspense and like, oh my God, how are they going to get out of this one? And then part 2 is they get out of it, so like part 2 is usually not as exciting, but it was fine. It did what it had to do, and it also set some stuff up for later on in the season. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Some people
Ortega.
get some stuff happen to him, and that stuff matters.
yeah, exactly.
So that get paid off later. And the next one, we just jump into like a comedy again, Wedding Bell Blues. And we might see, this might be Trelane. It is Trelane, right?
I think
Trelane.
it's hinted very strongly that it's I don't think they ever say Trelane, but it's
In the
they're
behind the
pushing you to
scenes
that pretty
videos
closely,
on Star Trek's YouTube channel, they all call him Trelane. So does that make it canon?
I
don't know.
guess I don't. I
I
mean,
would
this is one of several
Sure.
episodes. This is one of several episodes in season 3 where I feel like it's really good up to a point, and then it just kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
Because I was really
With
into
the copy paste ending.
Yeah, exactly. I think I talked about this with you guys because I reviewed this one with you. They
Mhm.
it's like they couldn't write their own ending, so they said let's just do the ending from the Trelane episode of classic Star Trek.
Yeah.
And that's basically the
'Cause
exact
Trelane
ending
did
that they
it.
did.
Yeah, so we might as well just do that again.
I will say I all of the reference to the old episode was lost on me completely. I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
If I did see it, it certainly wasn't. And I thought it was fine. It was fine. I guess I think I've heard it both ways. Like I would have gotten more out of it, and I also would have maybe disliked it more if I was more familiar with the previous thing. Because I know that, like how close it tied to it pissed some people off, and some people like, oh, look at all the Easter eggs, and like so it didn't affect me either way. I thought the episode was fine. It was silly, and I guess just shy of not quite pointless, but like I mean, I guess the point was to kind of establish where Chapel and Spock were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude. All right, I'm gonna look insane right now, but there's a gnat. And I'm gonna
Oh,
look like
I hate that.
But like,
No, I do.
But
I do that all the time, and I'm not on camera, but I'm like sitting here writing, and I'm like,
I'm saying, like, I was like, oh man, that's one of the worst things about the summer. It's just like the gnats just appear, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I did the dishes. Why are you still
what do
here?
you do? What do
Yeah,
you want
exactly,
here?
right?
There's nothing for you here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the food is away. It's in the trash. Like, just go. Like,
All
there's
the
so much
food is
more
away.
in the dumpster
They're just
outside.
hopeful.
I have nothing for you.
What you got in here? What
You're
you got
so
in here?
stupid. You're so stupid, Matt. You're not thinking it through.
Working in restaurants for years, I know to have the blue light glue strip things plugged in, couple in the house.
Oh yeah,
and
to
then-
kind of draw them
Does that
in.
work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it works great. I think they have them at the big box stores. And they're
Walmart,
expensive.
surely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
has the-
yeah,
No,
yeah, they
Kmart
have
has the big blue lights, right? Isn't that the one
Kmart,
with
yeah,
the-
blue light special because
Blue
of blue
light
lights.
Always
yeah.
swarming with
But they work.
gnats.
The only problem with that is evolution. Eventually, the ones that don't care about the blue light
That's true.
are flying around. And
That's
Yeah.
true. The blue
Yeah,
light
just made them
resistant
stronger.
gnats, they're the worst ones.
Exactly. That's a good experiment to run. Wedding Mail Blue. So it's fun. Shuttle to Kenfori, which was the zombie attempt
zombie
episode.
episode. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Zombies.
Barely remember that one.
I remember thinking it
zombies.
was fine. There was a lot of episodes in season 3 that I either thought were good up to a point and then they lost me, or I thought were just kind of fine. And this was one of the ones where I was like, all right, this is fine.
Just kind of fine. I'd wish they had been a better zombie episode, but at least we got a zombie episode.
So tell me how the zombies happened. Like,
I think with the Tuvix flower, something similar to that.
Yeah, there was
right?
there was like a
flower.
research station on a planet, and there was like some kind of flower that
right.
something like that like zombified people.
Yeah,
It was
infected them with spores.
right.
Maybe
It
And
was
they-
science
they-
gone
they
wrong
had-
in some way. Yeah.
There was like the bubble. They had to kind of exist in the bubble, and there was a Klingon there.
Yes.
Was there a Klingon?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a fun episode.
You need to get
But
you
zombies.
some chopsticks. You can do like Mr. Miyagi
Oh
and
my
Karate
God.
Kid.
Well, a fly I can handle, but they're so small, and they're like just depth perception wise, they're only in your field of vision
know,
for like
I
a
hate it.
minute, for like a
Yes.
split second, and but they go too far in any of the
Yeah. No,
three directions
believe me, I'm
in any dimension.
I have experienced it fairly recently.
Yeah.
It's just summertime.
Yeah.
For me, I don't see them at all, so it's a luxury. So
They're all over
season
the place
3,
right
episode
now.
4. Space Adventure Hour.
Yeah, this would be the
This is the
holodeck one. Yeah.
Holodeck episode, and it starts off with the homage to the 60s campiness of space shows like Lost in Space
Yeah.
and Star Trek.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Directed
cute.
by Jonathan Frakes.
It's cute. I liked that they did a holodeck show and it was also a murder mystery, and I thought the solution to
Yeah.
the mystery was clever.
Yeah,
Other
the
than
actors
that,
got to do different acting.
yeah, it was fun to
They
see
got to-
people see them get to goof off and play different characters.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was kind of like their attempt at that one Deep Space Nine episode where they were all trapped in the holodeck and other characters. What was that one called?
Our man Bashir.
that one?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was similar to that in a way. I
Yeah.
think.
It's the one series I can name episodes. of.
Yeah,
I think
well,
that
Okay,
was
that's-
very good.
that's the
very
one.
good. Hey, if you're gonna
that's the one.
have a favorite, that's the one to
Yeah.
have. Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't
Um,
expect to win. That was weird.
Yeah. Somehow I didn't expect to win.
Halfway through season 3, we got season 3, episode 5, Through the Lens of Time. Chapel and Corby's quest to uncover the
this is
next step in human evolution leads to the Enterprise, the planet where ancient ruins hide a deeper mystery and terrifying secret.
And they're all like trapped in different parts of the room, but they're in different like
Ah.
time frames, so they can't see each other.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, again, I was just kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
clever.
I like the guest
definitely-
star.
Yeah,
guest star in that.
definite setup for
Yeah,
what comes later,
the
but
end.
also the decent standalone episode.
Yeah.
It was fine.
So and that's halfway through because they need to mention that for the end of the season,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
The shallot who ate its tail.
Oh, this is the what would have been the backdoor pilot for classic Star Trek, because it's
Right.
Kirk and the other characters who are eventually going to be on Kirk's crew like on
Yeah.
a mission together. And I was like, oh, so they just decided to just do a Star Trek episode.
Yeah.
We're doing a Star Trek
I ate
episode.
it up. I ate it up. It was Kirk being Kirk or learning to be
Learning,
Kirk.
Kirk learning to be Kirk. Yeah, because
Mhm.
we got to have one of
Yeah.
those. How did he learn to be Kirk? Why didn't they show us how he learned to be Kirk? Yeah,
You can't just wake up and Kirk.
he can't just be
A lot
that
of Shakespeare.
guy.
You can't just Kirk out the gate. You gotta
Nobody Kirks
you
right
gotta,
away.
You gotta plan your Kirk. You gotta pre-Kirk.
That's what
and
it is.
this
It's
is-
pre-Kirk. It's a pre-Kirk episode.
Pre-Kirkin.
He's pre-Kirking.
Yeah, pre-Kirkin. Everybody
Oh
got a
my
pre-Kirk
God.
sometimes.
I would
Ah.
like the t-shirt idea. The
There you go. Write it
that,
down.
that
I'll sell
actor pre-Kirkin.
Pre-Kirking.
it. This is also the one with the deadly scavenger ship. Like the mystery aliens.
The big
they're
reveal
trying to
that
fight.
I actually
Yes.
that was somewhat controversial. I gather, but I like that reveal. I like
don't
the
remember
reveal.
this.
It's spoilers.
They were Hummins.
It turns out they were humans all along.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I liked it. I
Yeah.
thought it was good.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, and then they told
and-
the backstory
Yeah,
of how they got out to there
Yeah.
and what they did.
Yeah, and you end with a Pike.
Yeah, 'cause
philosophical.
Kirk felt
what
bad.
does this mean for man?
yeah.
Yeah.
Kirk felt bad because he did something that got a bunch of them killed, and Pike was like, "Man, don't worry about it."
Yeah. But the whole thing was he didn't care that he killed
Sometimes
a bunch
it'd be
of
like that, Kirk.
Yeah, that's true.
beings,
Yeah,
but when he found out they were humans, he
right.
cared.
That was the point. Like that's what Kirk was troubled by. He didn't care about
Yeah.
them until he learned that they were
Yeah.
human, and then then he was upset, and he's like, he should have been upset
Which-
before. Yeah,
Which I
Right,
really
right.
liked
Yeah.
because he realized he didn't think he was prejudiced until
Yeah.
he realized he was prejudiced,
Yeah.
which is the Kirk that we know later.
exactly.
Who I mean, not that he's prejudiced, but like
Well, I mean, he's
I
prejudiced
remember
against
people being-
Klingons
well,
Yeah.
later on.
He's
yeah.
never been able
Yeah.
to forgive them for the death of his
killing
boy.
son. I remember people were upset about that because like, no, Kirk wouldn't be this. I'm like, well, yeah, this is pre-Kirk. This is how he gets to be
Yeah.
the person that
Pre-Kirkin,
you know.
trademark.
Well, and like,
Pre-Kirking it.
and stop asking characters to be perfect.
Yeah.
like they're not perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
This is their journey.
Yeah.
This is how they get to the people that you know.
Yeah.
In this series specifically.
yeah.
They're not the
And,
people. By definition, they're not the people that you know. Like
exactly.
we're expecting them to be those people.
Exactly.
Realizing the prejudices you have is part of growth in your life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it should be.
recognize them
Yeah,
and then
it
doing
should
something
be,
about
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I think I encountered that recently when Shaw was giving his speech in front of Tuvok. I almost say Tuvok.
Not
Tuvok
anymore.
and Seven of Nine. Yeah, as his hologram, and he said he's from a different generation, and he needs to do better about this and
Yeah.
that. And I'm thinking a different generation, but hundreds of years in the future. So it's just like every past generation worse, or
Yeah,
does
well,
just
that's how it
everybody
goes,
get
yeah.
more prejudice as they get
Everybody
older? I don't know.
everybody complains about the kids, how the kids don't know anything,
Yeah.
and everybody complains
Yeah.
about how things were better when we were young, and that's just how it goes. Yeah.
So before we talk about the next episode,
I think we can agree though. Things were better.
Things were objectively better, but you're not supposed to say
Things were
that. Yeah.
better than they are right now. I feel like that's fair.
But
I
only
think
because
we
things are
peaked
really
in
bad right now.
2016, 2015.
I'm saying.
We-
Yeah, not
we
not
peaked in
because like
2015.
everything was great when we were kids, but things are really
No,
bad
no.
right now. In
Things
particular,
are
Yeah.
absolutely shitty in many ways.
It's
But
the
now
slow
they're just
apocalypse,
way deeper shitty.
yeah,
right? It's the really slow apocalypse. I never.
Yeah.
It ends with a whimper. They say, right?
that's what they say.
Thunderous applause. apparently.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
depending
Oh.
depending on who you listen to.
yeah. Depending on which universe you're playing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, whichever bubble. Before we talk about season 3, episode 7, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is Starfleet?
Oh,
Oh my God.
a really disappointing episode of a television series.
It is.
A really
I did not
disappointing
enjoy it. It
episode
made
of a
me
t-
angry.
It made me
It
Any
was
angry.
show
so-
shouldn't make me angry.
I feel like this episode more than maybe any other dropped the ball.
Yeah, big time.
Like it'd be one thing to just to not be a great episode, but be consistently not a great episode, or to be a good episode. I feel like they just unlike other episodes where they pose deep questions or big questions, they just gave up on this one. Like
Yeah.
they're like, no, it's fine.
Exactly.
like I want to
Never
expose
mind.
what's. Yeah, turns out I was wrong. They're great.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
the
why? There's
journalist.
no reason
You
to
know
do
what?
I was really
the-
mad the whole time. It's all my bad.
That's
You
that's the part
guys.
that really bothered me is like, because like I liked the documentary style. I thought that was really well done. I thought visually it was really well put together. But yeah, you get to that point where it's like, oh, all these really good questions he's asking about like what the Federation is and what
Very
Starfleet
fair
is.
questions.
Yeah, very fair questions. And it's like, instead of actually dealing with it, they just say, well, I mean, the only reason he was saying all that was because he's mad about his sister not being home. Oh, okay. Well, I guess never mind about the whole thing then.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
It was a foul ball, perhaps.
Yes.
There was yeah. I would like it would have been so much better if they just hadn't answered it. It was like, you know,
I agree.
and if they ended with a, well, I've done my documentary, now you decide. That's I mean that's
maybe
why
like
would you not?
the characters don't have a good answer. Because
Yeah.
they're confronted
Well,
with these like, how are you different than the Klingons? Well, they can't really. They're kind of stuck. Like, well, I mean, I feel like we are, but I don't know. Are we? And you just leave it there.
I'm fine if the characters believe in it. I'm fine.
Me too.
Because like
Me
they're
too.
like, well, here's what's different, and they say their piece and they just do the interview, like, and then, but basically he at the end he's like, oh, you're right, I did have an agenda, and so I retract all my questions. The who's got pie?
Exactly. He goes to a dinner party with the subjects of his documentary.
Oh man,
Yes.
It's like, that's what's called being captured. That's what you call that. when a journalist is like, you know what, I'm gonna go hang out with the people I'm reporting on and be friends with them now. Like you're not doing your job anymore.
Not to relitigate my anger at this episode from the review. We could rewatch like my review at the time, but like it's worse because he was an established character at that point.
That's true. Yeah,
he'd been on like 2 or 3 episodes. He was, he'd been with the crew. I'm like, if he had just shown up that episode and he didn't know these people, it would be fine. Or it would make more sense that he hadn't already asked these questions, because they didn't tell him anything that he hadn't already, like, it's unbelievable that he wouldn't have had these conversations.
Right.
Because they knew that he was there. Like that was his whole reason.
They knew that's
for
what he
being
was
there.
doing the whole time. Yeah.
I'm here to record. And they had, and that was the other thing. Again, watch the episode that I recorded. But he'd already been on them with like 3 different adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where similar things had come up. But in his documentary that we're supposed to be watching, he didn't record any of that stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't record any of these other amazing.
Good.
He
good
thought
thing
he
his other
recorded
thing
on the
happened.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit! I didn't charge the battery. Just
I
tell
liked what they were.
Well, I didn't post.
That would have been so good.
I liked what they were doing with the character up
Phineas and
until then.
Ferb
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
sister trying to explain. You just missed it.
That's funny. The next one, comedy. 4.5 Vulcans.
Yeah. Another misfire.
Yeah.
I thought there were parts of it that I thought were really funny, and then there were parts of it that just died. Just like they were trying to do like a comedy bit, and it just went on and on and on. I'm like, God, I get it. I get the point. Just move on to something else.
Yeah. For me,
Even
it
if
would have
you-
made a better episode of Lower Decks than Strange New Worlds.
Well, it's just, I feel like they never decided what the joke was supposed to be. Because like at first it seemed like they were setting up for like, this episode is going to be about like Spock being annoyed because the fake Vulcans are more Vulcan than he is or whatever. And they kind of, that's not what the episode ends up being about. Like they do that a little bit at the beginning, and then they just kind of move away from that. And it's just about like, they randomly just decide, hey, we want to stay Vulcans forever. Oh, okay. And then like the longer they stay Vulcans, the weirder they act. And it's just, it kind of just starts to ramble,
You're right. Like they've already like, we have to accept this premise that they just flip a switch and turn.
Yeah, exactly. There's just, you can take a shot and
Sure.
become a Vulcan. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Changes your
All right,
haircut
fine.
and everything.
Changes your hair, changes your clothes, changes what you're holding.
Yeah.
That's how vaccines work, I think.
Well, it's the future. That's how they work in the future.
Yeah.
This thing's just materialized. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. But it feels like they're doing like a caricature of Vulcans, which I guess is fine if you're not in a Star Trek show. like you've already established the Vulcan, like what Vulcans are. Like and everybody here knows what Vulcans are. So like either you're like you're weird on the rules of your universe right now. Are they playing what they think Vulcans are? Or are they inherently more Vulcan? Which I guess what it seems like they say they're inherently more Vulcan, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Watch our review of it.
It was
down below.
muddled
It's on
and
the list somewhere.
befuddled.
Yeah.
Is what that was.
For me, it had aromas of Tuvix because
bit,
they were deciding that they wanted to stay Vulcan after they were already Vulcan, so you couldn't ask their human versions.
I just to me the final nail in the coffin was they do a mid-credit scene with Ethan Peck and Patton Oswalt just doing like a which is funnier than anything in the actual episode.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is a problem. If like if the mid-credit scene where they're just doing like their comedy bit is way funnier than anything in the actual episode, that's a problem for me. Because it was. I like that. I like that scene. That was a really funny, interplay between the two of them. And then it's like, but the rest of the episode wasn't nearly this funny.
It
felt
like
it was
improv
with number one. I liked
yeah.
That was good. That was good. The A story was.
Yeah, it's a fun watch, but it kind of misses the mark a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, I think my other standout episode for this season 3, episode 9, that I really loved because they made me cry for a Gorn terrarium.
Like for me, like 9/10 of a great episode. I feel like the ending spoils it, but everything up to that point is so good that when that ending happened, when that Metron shows up, I wanted to punch the screen. I was like, how dare you? You ruined this perfect episode. It's so good. And then they're like, fan service. Look, everybody. Look, it's that guy from that other Gorn episode. Like, you don't need that.
I didn't know it was fan service.
That's why.
Very much agree.
That's why it's an advantage, I think, John, that you aren't as familiar with, the references, because that made me so mad. Because it was such a great episode. And I had had the experience of watching the season up to that point where there had been multiple episodes that I liked up to a point, and then I felt like they dropped the ball. And it was almost over.
You thought you made it.
They were almost to the end, and I was like, oh, they're going to do it. This is such a great episode. And then, never mind. It just whizzed it right down their leg in the last 5 minutes. And I mean, it's still mostly a really, really good episode, but it's frustrating because you get to the end and it's like, man, couldn't they have just written a proper ending for this story? This would have been, they could have done.
And the proper ending was her just dealing with what happened.
They could have, they could have just done what they did and left the Metron guy out. Just have the Twilight Zone ending where, where La'an and the others come to rescue her and they shoot the Gorn without thinking and, like have that be the tragic ending.
We saved you. We were all good.
Yeah. Like,
so
anyway.
Yeah. I remember seeing that little 1 minute at the end that kind of ruins it, and thinking that's unfortunate. That's really
unfortunate. Take that out, man. Just take that out, and you got a good episode.
Even if they just pulled they get off, they fly off the planet, and the camera kind of pulls back, and you kind of see him watching from a distance. I think that would that still work for you? Is that too much?
That would be better, but I don't think you need it at all. I mean, I feel like something that they do in season 3. That they didn't really do in the first 2 seasons is they felt like they had to keep making these tie-ins, to classic Trek, like directly. And the way I felt about it at the time and the way I still feel about it is like the whole show is a tie-in to classic Trek. Like you've got Captain Pike and Spock. Captain Kirk just keeps showing up, you've got enough.
Randomly in different places.
Yeah, like there's enough classic Trek stuff baked into the show. You don't need to be making like direct connections in your episodes to remind us of classic Trek episodes. Like you don't ever need to do that because like Spock's right there. If I'm like, if I want to think about there's Spock right there.
right
I
there.
don't need
What
you to
ship
be
are they
like,
on again? What are they flying around
exactly.
in? Remind me.
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
Yeah.
What franchise is this? But like, yeah, you don't. I don't need to see Trelane. I don't need to see, like the Metron from Arena, which was like the famous TOS Gorn episode. Like, I don't. You don't know. You don't need to do that. Just do this really good episode that you wrote.
It was a
You know?
misstep, but
Yeah.
I take away with me the memory of the good parts of it,
It's-
which
yeah.
is 99% of it.
It's really good up to that point. It's really
And a
good.
great Ortegas episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
She flies the ship.
Yes. For if for nothing else, and there is more, but if for nothing else, it finally gives Ortega like a chance to shine
Yeah.
and like
Mhm.
lead
And
an episode.
That was Serenity's favorite episode of the season because she didn't know Arena as well. She had seen it, but just fleeting memories because she was too young. But I actually 3D printed her a recreation of the bone that became like the game piece,
Oh, cool.
and she really loved it.
cool.
Yeah, because she cried at the end of it because heartbreaking.
Yeah.
'cause
Oh,
of the
yeah.
corn. But yeah,
People suck.
I cried. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
So there's this little section of Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. Season 3.
In case you're ever wondering if the subtext of a Star Trek episode is humans are. Yes, it is.
It is. That's what it's trying to say.
Humans suck, but they strive to be better.
Yeah,
It's basically that's Star Trek.
If we ever
Humans
get to a
suck, but they
point where
strive to
we
be
don't
better.
suck, it's going to be amazing.
Because every time you think it's like much like the episode. Every time you think we're
Oh man, this
we get
doesn't
99%
suck.
of the way there,
God.
and then oh no, we blew it
They
again.
did it again. Yeah.
Right down the leg.
Right down the leg, man.
Okay, and then we have the season ender of season 3.
Yes.
Season 3, episode 10, New Life and New Civilizations. When an ancient and evil alien force resurfaces, Pike must make a difficult decision to stop it from spreading.
Yeah, this is
Was that Pike's decision?
yeah, that's true. It wasn't really Pike's decision.
No,
No.
Pike's decision so much.
I mean, this episode is a mixed bag for me because I think a lot of it is just kind of corny. Like a lot of the sort of superhero stuff and like the good versus evil thing, like it just feels kind of corny and like kind of a second tier superhero movie. But like that vignette of like Pike and Batel's life, where he doesn't have his accident and they get to grow old together, like that. That is so good.
Yes,
And
agreed.
is
Loved
like
it.
that section of the episode is as good as anything this whole series has ever done, I think. But that's not the whole episode. That's just a piece. It's a good piece of it. It's a lot of it, but that is just, it's so beautifully done. And the way they foreshadow things, you keep hearing the knocking on the door and
Yes.
and like, that it's not real. Like as you're watching it, that there's another shoe that's going to drop eventually and that this isn't going to be really happening. But so you've got that going on and it's so well done. The rest of the episode, I don't think measures up to that, but that part is so good.
Yeah.
I agree. The rest of the episode doesn't measure up. To me, this episode is mostly good with a couple of things. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like that. Why would they do that? That's the dumb way. That's the dumbest way to do that thing. There's 8 ways you could have done that. That's not
Why
the dumb
do it
way.
that way? Yeah.
Why do it the dumb way? That's like there's enough of you there to figure out the not dumb way.
You're so many
But-
smart
but,
people
like,
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like just
That's what the writer's room needs is just you going, that's dumb.
Don't do that.
Do it a
That's
different
dumb.
way.
that one's dumb.
Yeah.
Do the not dumb thing.
Do
That's
the-
me.
Do the not dumb thing. Let's
That's
do the not
me.
dumb
That's
thing.
me. I'm the call from the studio. Yeah, we didn't like that. Make it better.
Make it better.
Best advice I ever got. Do the not dumb thing.
Do the
Yeah.
not dumb thing.
But the
So
good
that
parts
sound
were
I made
amazing.
you do for those of you who are under the age of 40. When you hang up the phone, it used to make a sound.
That's right.
right.
That's right. There
Yeah.
used to
It's
be a
called
dial tone. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the sound of someone hanging up.
That's
on
the sound of someone hanging up on you.
you. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that part of the episode, and it was like a glimpse of what Pike's life would have been
Yeah.
had he not had the accident. And in a way, it was like a gift to him, but also a gift to the viewers, the way we wanted it. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was good.
And it's sad because that like he gets it, but he doesn't get it, you know, like he gets to have like a memory of it, but then he also has to live with the fact that it didn't actually happen, you know,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, but he does
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
Like it was as real to him as the other thing's gonna be.
right, right,
And
right.
yeah, I like that.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
I feel like there's lots of ways, maybe not lots of ways. There are a few ways to do a prequel where there are still surprises and you get a happy ending even though you know you don't get the happy ending.
yeah,
I feel like I feel like this one does that.
yeah.
Yeah. It was good. It had echoes of other shows, episodes, maybe Farscape and Stargate Atlantis, or was it Universe? I want to say Universe, maybe.
The alternate
Good one.
lived
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. But I loved how they did it, and it was it felt good, and I remember crying happy tears. So
Aw.
that's got to be something good.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah, I was just like the robe. He gets the robe, and I thought it was like because a lot of times like there'll be like a Christmas episode or something like was that real, and there'll be like a little thing that maybe it was
Yes,
real.
yes,
Like no, that was not real.
the cane
I'm
in the
sorry.
corner.
You get the memory of it, but like
yeah.
it's
And
not.
I
Like,
remember
no.
that was really well done too, because I was kind of afraid they were
Yeah.
going to do that. They were going to do like a
Yeah,
he,
like the monogram would be on the thing.
but,
no.
But it was
oh,
just
they-
a plain apron, right?
yeah.
It was just a
It was
plain
just a
apron
plain
without
apron.
the
Yeah,
monogram.
I remember really
Yeah.
liking that because I
Because-
was afraid they were going to do that, and then they didn't. I was like, oh,
That was a
that's
nice
good.
touch.
Yeah, that's good.
That was a really nice
Mhm.
touch. That was a well written episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from the stuff that was not.
Yeah.
Except for the guy showing up at the end from Marina. Ugh.
Yeah, aside from that part.
What's he
Imagine
doing?
if
What's he doing here?
That
in
was
this
the end of
one?
every
Yeah.
episode in the season.
It's
I
me
just love
again.
you guys. I'm just messing with you. You guys are
I'm
whack.
always watching.
that's always watching Wazowski.
Always watching.
So that's all we get until July 23rd,
Yes.
2026.
Season
When
4.
season 4 of Strange New Worlds premieres.
2 weeks.
On, what are
3
they calling
weeks.
it now? Still Paramount Plus?
Paramount
It's still
Plus.
Paramount Plus for
Okay.
now. I guess they're
For
gonna
now.
they're gonna
So
smash
it's
it.
HBO Max.
They're
I
gonna
think,
smash
right?
it together with HBO Max at some point, but
HBO Max Plus.
not for a while yet. Yeah.
Weird coincidence. I just saw, and I don't know if this will maintain.
Supergirl?
I did. Well,
Yes.
no. I
It
mean,
was
yes.
good.
Saw it a week
Poop
ago.
corn. That's funny. Seth Rogen. Funny.
Yeah,
So
So-
episode
anyway.
So July 23rd is also the date on Paramount Plus that they will drop the Last Airbender animated movie that was leaked like a few
Oh,
weeks
yes,
ago.
I heard about
for
this.
for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like they leaked the entire movie because well, I have theories. Not anyway. There's it will I think it was like initially it was gonna be in theaters and then they're like, well, we'll just release on Paramount Plus in November. And then like, oh, somebody's just gonna leak it. Let's just leak it so that they, Anyway, so latest I'd heard is that it will be officially released the right way.
So what are you going to do on July 23rd?
I guess
Watch
I'm
that
just-
or Star Trek?
I mean,
Or
I
both?
don't. I mean,
He can watch
that's
both,
What 3
Albie.
hours? I can do both.
He can watch both.
I guess
It's not like
they're on
Sophie's
the,
Choice.
I can literally watch them back to back. They're on the same channel.
Right, it'll probably
I can
recommend
end
you
one
watch
and
one,
begin the
it'll
other.
recommend the other one. They're like,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll probably both be on the screen at the same time. In fact,
Yes.
like they're, hey John, do you want to watch this thing or that thing? I'm like, both.
Yeah. So thoughts on season 4 coming up? What any like things you want to see? Any predictions? Any things that are not spoilers that you got hopes and dreams of?
I
Because we
mean-
got season 4, and then we got half a season in season 5.
Yeah, 6 episodes
wrap
for
up the
season
whole
5, yeah.
Strange
Half a
New
season.
Worlds and lead into the original series, I
Yeah.
believe. The way I
Um,
understand it.
I mean, for me, season 4 is Road to Redemption, man. It's like you had kind of a rocky season 3 after a really solid first 2 seasons. So let's get back up there. Let's get get back in there and start taking some more pitches, to get back to the baseball metaphor. Like, Dolph, you struck out, but that's okay. You got another turn it back. Get up there, man.
Walk it off, kid.
Walk it off, kid. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully, that it can kind of get back in its groove, because this is, like you said, this is the last sort of full season, because they've been doing
Yeah.
10 episode seasons. So this is the last 10 episode season, and then season 5 will be 6. you know? And I'm a little worried about the very end because I'm worried that they're just gonna do a thing where they just take it right up to the beginning of classic Star Trek and say, "There, see? It all matches, it all fits." And I'm like, "You don't need to do that." You know?
Mhm.
Um,
Although when was it New Voyages did that?
yeah,
With
I think
they did a really good job at that, I thought.
yeah, I mean, well, I kinda judge that by different rules because that's a fan series,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
true.
mean and it's
That's
really
true.
good for what it is, but it's a fan
Mhm.
series, but, like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a way to end this show in a way that lets us know what's coming without, you know, ending it on, "Well, Captain Kirk's here to take over for you, Captain Pike." You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
Yeah.
Mhm.
you can sort of foreshadow that and be like, "Yeah, that's definitely what's happening next," but not actually take it right up to the moment, you know?
Yeah, like, almost you wanna see them get the call that they have to or wherever Pike happens to be at the time, he gets the call to
Yeah.
the distress call for what's
Yeah,
happening,
like, we
and he, like, kinda, like, pauses for a second, and he goes, "Okay, let's
yeah,
go."
you set him, like, off on the path where
Right.
he's gonna have the
Right.
accident, but you don't have
Right.
to.
But don't show
Yeah,
it.
because well,
Yeah.
for one thing, we've already seen it. Like, they
Yeah.
showed it to us already in
Yeah, that's true.
Discovery,
In
and
the future
yeah,
flashbacks or
and they've
something.
shown it to us in
Mhm.
flashbacks in Strange New World, so it's like,
Yeah.
we know what it looks like, we don't need to see it, and we know that it happens, so there's a more
Yeah.
artful way, to give us kind of like a sad, bittersweet ending of like, well, there goes our hero,
Yep.
we
You
know
know,
what's happening next.
I don't want. I definitely don't want them to walk up to it. I don't even want them to get the distress call. Like I want it to
Oh,
be.
okay.
I want it to be like 2 years away,
Mm.
and and but it's on that date because he knows the date certainly.
Right.
Mhm.
And at this point, let's say, um, the people. So again, that's like 4 people. Well, I guess Patel's out of it. So
Yeah.
so uh, does Chapel doesn't know. So Mbenga,
And Benga
Spock,
and
number
number one.
1,
Yeah.
just
I
them.
think that's it. I think there was the only ones. I think.
That
And
yeah,
let's
that I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like I want it to end. Not that I'm writing this series, but I should be. I want it
If you
to
do,
end.
don't you do the dumb thing.
Don't do the
Don't
Don't
do
do
dumb
the
the
thing.
thing.
dumb
This is
thing.
the smart thing. I want it to end like 2 years out, and the 4 of them are having, like, a dinner or something. Like
Yeah.
like, it's like a tradition at this point. Like, they on this night, they celebrate each other's company. They celebrate, they enjoy like, they gather in pre-morning for what's going to happen.
I
And
like
they
that.
talk and they drink and he makes a big beautiful meal. And that's not the plot of the episode,
Right.
but that's how it ends. It's like, it's like the card scene at
Yeah.
TNG. That's
Yeah.
that's how the episode ends. And like the whole episode that kind of referencing, so you go into the thing like, well, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do about the space monster. But yeah,
You're
if
right.
everything goes according to plan, then we'll do the thing. And like, what's the thing? And that's the thing.
I
And
like
and
that.
and Pike gets up, he's like, you guys are gathered here. I just want to say, we all know that this thing is coming, and I don't want that. We've started this tradition a year ago. This does not define our lives. This does not define my life. These moments right
Yeah.
now is what this is all about. So,
Yeah, I like that. I like it's more artful, I think, if you've already told the audience that, like, something is definitely coming, then you don't really need to show it to them. Like, you can sort of
right,
let them know that it's right over there. You can't see it, but it's right over there. And that can almost be more powerful than just, like you said, just having him walk right up to it. Like, no, that's easy. Like, we know that's happening. Like, find
Right.
find a
Right.
better
yeah,
place to step off and say, yeah, that's, after we leave him, that's going to happen. But for now, this is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
The happy ending is where you stop the
Yeah.
story,
And
and
yeah,
like
it has to be
this
it
this
depends where
series
you
can
stop
end
it
on a high note,
or if you
even
keep
though we know
going or
his
not.
story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it has to end for people who have only watched Strange New Worlds and are only going to watch Strange New
Right.
Worlds. Good too.
Yeah, and have a good ending for this show. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think they
that's
can
not
do
until
it.
season 5. Season 4, we still got 10 episodes.
Season 5, yeah.
That'll
That'll be the group chat that day when we get those screenings. It'll be like,
can you
what do you
believe
think?
what they did?
Yeah.
Those sons of
Did they
bitches.
stick the landing or did they?
Can you
It's freaking genius.
Yeah.
I never ever would have thought of that thing that they did.
They killed everybody. Oh my god, can you believe it? They just threw cannon out the
This
window and
changes
killed
everything.
everybody.
It is an alternate
They
timeline.
blew up the
That'd be
ship. Holy shit. This was the last episode.
All right. So
I guess we need a new enterprise. You know, it's the Archer dog, but like in the macro.
Yeah, like, wait a minute.
The whole ship is a hologram.
They blew up the whole ship? What?
it was I
guess
think
they gotta do another series.
Jonathan Frakes, Marina Sirtis should be in the last episode.
Yeah.
It takes place in a holodeck. Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Or no, or
It'll
they
be
should
good. It'll
do
be
the Dallas thing where Deanna wakes up and Riker is taking a shower. And she's like,
It's all a
did I
dream.
just
Right.
did I just dream those last 5 years of Strange New Worlds? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And it's Jerry O'Connell in the shower.
the new heart ending.
The new heart, yes, the new heart
That one
ending.
too.
Anson
Yeah.
Mount wakes up and like there's a character from Hell on Wheels in bed next to him, and he's like, "Wow, that was weird."
Oh. I would have went with Britney Spears.
I dreamed
from
I was in
Crossroads.
Star Trek, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Watched too much Star Trek. Was it playing while I
Do
was
you even like
asleep?
Star Trek? I hate Star Trek. It's so
I do not. That's what's so weird about
It was a hell. Yeah. So, John Irons, do you think people
Yes.
should watch the new season of Star Trek Strange New World Season 4 on July 23rd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like, yeah, I'm gonna watch. Like, I have largely enjoyed this series. Yeah, like you asked, like again, I don't watch trailers, but I have not.
So you don't know
avoided-
anything about the horses?
No, I know that there's a horse. Apparently, at least one, and I'm hoping that he gets tractor. He or she,
Yeah, whatever
They-
the horse happens to be.
whatever
Yes.
happens down below is not my business. But that it gets.
You don't know what I got.
Tractored away. I do know that there is a puppet episode.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know who's
Most excited for that one.
I haven't seen any of it. I haven't seen the trailer. I haven't seen commercial. I know that it's puppets. I assume Pike is a puppet.
You've heard
I don't
tell
know
of
if other-
puppets.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if,
they've shown the Pike puppet. They've shown
I
the
don't
Pike
know- I don't
puppet
know
for a
if
couple
other-
years now.
Yeah.
if other characters will be puppeted or
Yes.
become puppets.
Let's hope.
I am both looking forward to and dreading that because again, a big swing.
Yes.
And I try to agree it on a curve for stuff like that because I give you points for trying. I give you points for innovation. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, it was stupid. I'm like, no, well, they tried to do a difficult thing. So yeah. it's not
Yeah.
going to, yeah. I hope that it's entertaining. I hope that it's good. I hope that I guess I'm trying to let me try to make predictions without
Making predictions.
without knowing anything about what's coming.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying all the characters. I don't if they wanted to introduce another character or two, that'd be fine.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind more original characters actually. Original as in original for this series,
Yeah.
not original
Same
TOS
here.
characters.
Same here.
Like, bring in some more people. That's like now that we know where to take us, I like the characters that we don't know from that we've seen in
Yeah.
100 episodes and 6 movies and like
Right.
all sorts of shorts. I'm like, okay, we got it. We know them. Who else you got?
Yeah. I
Who else
agree.
you got? And I'm with you, Steve. Like everything doesn't need to be a reference to the old show.
No.
It's better when it isn't. I
It's
think.
better when it
Yeah.
isn't because what part of what made the first season so good was it was absolutely the DNA of the show.
Mhm.
The types
Right.
of stories they were telling, the types of questions they were asking, the interaction between the characters. That was all old school, but just with different characters and stories that we hadn't heard before. So like every time they go back to a story we've heard before, they dilute their own brand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Strange New Worlds brand. Like they feel like it's too tied to the franchise.
Yeah. I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree
Like
completely.
everything that came before it, and
Yeah.
stop Ouroborosing yourself.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just
Like,
just,
we
you
know
know,
it's Star Trek.
yes.
Like, we know it's Star Trek.
Unclench and slither forward.
I like that. Yeah, from what I've read and seen in articles and press releases and stuff, it seems that it's more episodic this coming season, season 4.
That'd be great.
So a good time to jump in and just enjoy, I think.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's my unexpected. Wow, I didn't see that coming. A crossover. Maybe it's just a cameo, but a crossover with Discovery.
That'd be nice.
Time travel shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's not. They can do it.
As long
Like-
as it's book.
And nobody
no,
knows who he is. Who are
No, it can be Burnham.
Hey, Spock.
It can be Burnham.
Oh, yeah.
As long as they don't like. They don't. She doesn't need to interact with Spock. But like, just some.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to be here.
I don't
I
know
know,
you.
but
Yeah.
here's what's going on. Or it's just an accident. They get jumped to Discovery. Somebody gets like not a whole like.
Yeah.
Don't. It should be an episode.
Just one
Don't make
episode,
this
yeah.
part of the lore or the canon or like it's a whole new side branch timeline. Like no, this thing happened this one time, and it's self-contained, and it was a cool crossover.
Yeah.
That we got to see. That would
I'll
be
take it. I wouldn't
enjoyable.
mind seeing Burnham again
Sure.
somewhere sometime.
Or
Steve
I
was
mean,
awesome.
or Saru. Saru was awesome. Like
Saru?
that. Yeah, I
Saru.
liked a lot of the characters on that show.
Oh, me too.
Just
Yeah.
you know,
No, I loved a lot of the characters.
somebody, maybe a certain engineer is messing around with the mycelium network, and oops, I'm back in time.
Whoops.
Now. Damn it! Not the whole
Transporter
ship.
malfunctions, man.
Just me. How can we get me back to my
Get me
time?
back. Yeah.
Get me
Transporter
back.
malfunctions
My
solve
husband is
everything.
waiting.
Fix everything. Steve, should people watch season 4 of Strange New Worlds on July 23rd?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you've watched it up to this point, I mean, like I said, I was disappointed in a lot of season 3, but I get the impression a lot of folks weren't. A lot of folks liked it a lot more than I did. So, I mean, if you've been watching it up until now and you've enjoyed it, I think you should give it a shot. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that it's going to be a good season.
If you were to
Yep.
give a letter rating, like a grade school rating to season 1, season 2, season 3, what would you give them each?
I mean, I would
Overall season.
season 1 is definitely an A. Season 2 might be like either a low A or a strong B. I'd probably go C for season 3. Not a failing grade, but not not a terribly impressive one. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I don't.
I think that's-
yeah.
I think that's probably about where I am. I
Yeah.
I would probably give the first two like A plus, A minus.
That seems fair.
Like the musical is like just so many bonus points. So many bonus points for that. A plus, A minus, and C plus.
Yeah.
C plus, maybe B, maybe C plus. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Well,
They-
it's the
they
middle.
set a high bar for themselves.
That's true. Yeah, the first season especially, and the season 2 is also very good. So that's definitely setting a standard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll say this about season 4 and let me know if I should cut it or not. But Serenity's opinion so far of season 4 is all bangers.
Ooh, how many has
Great.
she watched?
6.
Okay, you got screeners for the first 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
That's from the 14-year-old
that's-
perspective.
that's one that's just like her opinion,
That
man.
counts.
Yeah, exactly. That's just like your opinion, man. I
well,
might agree with her, but I like everything.
I
like
hope
everything.
I hope when I see him that I
Well,
that
no, you don't.
I hope
That's
that
true.
I hope that I agree with her. I would love for him all. I would love to have that opinion when I watch the episodes. Be like, damn,
Yeah.
there wasn't a bad one yet.
Definitely.
Like I hope so.
I'm definitely looking forward to
Yeah.
it. So I'm looking forward to talking about it. Hopefully, Steve, you'll join us again for a review of some of
I
them.
will. I surely will.
Awesome.
Yeah,
You heard that. So subscribe down below to hear more of Steve on Star Trek.
We should
And,
probably mention like Chris. It's not like Chris got fired. He just couldn't
Oh,
make.
he's on assignment.
I'm not
He's on
taking
assignment.
Chris's place permanently.
Yeah.
Like this isn't
Steve
going to
is
be.
the new
No.
Chris. We just-
I'll
we
get-
not-
No one
we just-
can.
I'll still
Just
jump
pull
in
a,
now and then, but I'm not going to be
pull
here
a
all the
Darren the
time.
Bewitched. Oh, I'm Chris.
Yes.
I've been Chris the whole time.
Wow.
Pull off the Mission Impossible mask.
He'll be back soon, guys. He just couldn't make it. He got called into work, basically.
Yes, he had real life issues assignment. He's on assignment doing in real life job.
He's on
work.
assignment.
He's got day job. Not like me and Steve. We got all the time.
That's true. That's true. Albie's like, can you
Yes.
do it at 10:30 tonight? I'm like, yeah.
Chris wakes up at 6 a.m. So if we go too late, he's like falling asleep. So, but yeah, real life comes first. But I'm glad we got together tonight, the three of us anyway, and got to talk about Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
John, where can people find you?
You can find episodes of Captain Game Show, my trivia wordplay podcast, on CaptainGameShow.com, where they will find there's trivia and there's wordplay.
And Steve, for the few people who don't know who you are, where can they find you?
Just look in the mirror and say my name 5 times.
Oh my goodness.
5
I'll do that.
Wow.
Yeah, like Candyman.
You come with a subscription key from with that? What the hell?
And
5
use
times. What happened to 3?
And use my promo code.
There you go.
No, youtube.com/Steve Shives is where you can find me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. And also he's on Wrestle Trek. So
That's
look
true.
for that every couple of weeks on this channel.
Yes.
We talk old school pro wrestling and brand new pro wrestling.
Yes, we do.
The next one we're reviewing a SummerSlam, I think, right?
Yeah,
Steve?
I believe that's the general plan, yeah.
With the marvelous Matt Myra of Nerdist fame.
Indeed.
And Star Trek. He did the after show. What was it called? After Trek?
I think that was the one he did,
After
wasn't
Trek.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. So check that out too. So I think we're good, and really appreciate you guys sticking with us and finding more about Stranger Worlds or just going back down memory lane. So we'll be here bright and early on July 23rd. The episode will be dropping our review for episode 1. We can't say the title yet, but I'm excited to talk about it.
It's
What
a
about
cool
you guys?
title. I know the title because I've seen the episode. If you're an astronomy nerd, it's a very cool title. I'll put it that way.
I have seen the episode, but very much on brand. I don't remember the title. I don't remember what it's called. But
it might have something to do with space.
It's a space thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are there horses?
We're gonna lose. We're gonna
There
lose our
better
speeders
be
now.
at least one horse, or I want my money back.
Yeah, one weightless horse, 0G
One
horse.
10G.
10G horse, or I'm out of here.
Is that the title? Was that the title? 10G.
10G horse.
That's it.
It's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me.
Yeah, it's all coming
10G
back
horse.
to me now. So for Treksploration, I'm Albie.
I'm John.
I'm Steve.
We'll see you next time.
Treksploration is a podcast, yeah. Chris and Albie and sometimes John talking Trek all night and day, making no sense along the way. Published author of the Seeker book, father of Serenity, former cook. The beautiful John Irons is our friend. When we get together, it never ends. Original series and next gen. Captain Archer is our friend. Albie loves Voyager in DS9. Archer is our friend. Chris watches Enterprise all the time. Archer is our friend. New episodes, they come and go. All Star Trek is our favorite show. We get guests we can't afford. If you are new, then welcome aboard. It's Albie's only job, so donate well. Like and subscribe and ring that bell. Original series and next gen. Captain Archer is our friend. Albie loves Voyager in DS9. Archer is our friend. Chris watches Enterprise all the time. Archer is our friend. New episodes, they come and go. All Star Trek is our favorite show. We get guests we can't afford. If you are new, then welcome aboard. It's Albie's only job, so donate well. Like and subscribe and ring that bell.
There's always tomorrow.